welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm your shoe the day back there with the boys on today's Veterans Day stream, y'all. How y'all been today?
Very well, very well. Eating
Awesome
for free
Yes.
stuff, can't complain.
Oh my god, I am here. I love that.
Yeah, free Chili's, free Outback, free everything.
Yo.
Exactly.
Okay, also let's get this squared away. Czar Carfax. It's okay. I apologize. I understand what I
Nate
did.
didn't do anything. Nate didn't. I was just being a little too sensitive.
I understand what I did, okay? And
It's all good. It's all good. Nate is
you
fine.
You can still do the F in the chats, okay? You can still do F in the chats. But anyway, you guys, I hope you all doing great this lovely Thursday. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good?
Oh yeah,
Doing good.
I'm good.
one of the best Veterans Days so far.
Nice.
Yo. So remember, guys, when we got this going, this was Don and Roxo's, plan. They wanted to get this rolling. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. We don't usually do this, but it's like the first time, for the channels. That's pretty cool.
For any channel.
It's my first time too.
Yeah. Wait, you go here. Just give the hug, man. Give me the hug.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll go gentle.
This is like
There
right
you
here.
go.
No, there you go. Right there.
YMCA.
The main thing also tonight, we'll just jump right into it, is that we asked that if you're gonna do super chats, don't send it to us. Go to the veteran site that we're gonna be using and donating to. It called Homes for Our Troops, and I'll bring that up unless Nate, you already have that.
Okay, I muted myself. Yep, I'm gonna bring it up right now through the share screen in a minute. So let me see. I had it right here. And also, there is a Veterans Day thank you, veterans. The collector zone as well. So we're gonna be showing that as well for the code. So you guys want to check that out as well.
Yep, and I've got that up, and I can bring that up a little bit too. But it's Geek Out for Vets.
Geek Out for Vets. I like that. There you go. Yeah, we were for a few weeks we were trying to figure out like, okay, how are we gonna get this name rolling, because we were changing up the name so many times. So like Geek Out for Vets. So I don't mind. That's really good.
And just a reminder, it's
confirm that
valid from starting today, 5 days from today. So it expires 5 days from today.
All right, so donate. So here is the site that we'll be donating to. Homes for Our Troops. And we see there is a one-time gift and then the monthly gifts. So, information, stuff like that. I think, let's see, Don, you're more familiar with this, right? Any more information?
Yeah, what they do is, so what they do is they will either rehab or modify a house, or they'll actually build a house for severely disabled veterans. With multiple amputations, severe, leg injuries, arm injuries, muscle injuries, things like that. So they'll build the house, and unlike some of the shows on TV, there's no money involved, or back end on the veteran. Everything's taken care of. So yep,
That's a good organization. Good cause.
Yep, and again, it's just Homes for Our Troops. For whatever reason, the link wants to be really long.
Yeah, for some reason. Let me see. Let me go to the actual. Let me see. So let me go there. Let me get that URL there, and then you can work your way through the site. I think y'all be fine. Yeah, donate. So yeah, it just says donate on the right red tab over here. So you just click it, right, and then it just goes over here. So yeah. So let me just give you the official site for you guys through the links, through the chat.
All right. And one thing real quick, so I just wanted to go across real quick for me, Don, and Sean, I'm sorry. So I served 7.5 years in the Air Force from 2001 to 2009. And it was a good time. I mean, it made me a better person. Before I went in, I was a big knucklehead, wasn't doing anything with myself. And military, I didn't want to go. I kind of was forced by my mom to go. So I joined, and it became a good experience for me. It changed me. It made me a better person. No regrets. Hard times, but no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you told your story about that. Was it a few nights ago? about how things went down during the whole thing with 9/11?
Yeah, we did talk about the 9/11 experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh yeah.
How about Don? You, Don? How long were you in?
I was in 2004 to 2009. When I was in Iraq, I was also part of the surge. Don't know if many people remember that, but that was where they extended people indefinitely. So I did an extra 5 months in Iraq. Followed by 6 weeks of vacation working as a redeployment NCO in Kuwait, which, again, that was a freaking vacation. So.
Army?
Oh yeah, infantry, Army infantry, absolutely. So. Yeah.
Sean? Oh, sorry.
That was an experience. So.
All right. I started actually in 1997, went in the Marine Corps. Then 2003, came home after Iraq, and then wanted more money for college. So the Army side was paying more money for college. Then I went to Army, doing Army Reserves, Army National Guard. Ended up retiring in 2015. So it was a medical retirement. I had 17 and a half years. So I was so close to my 20, but didn't get it.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
But, I mean, I had a good experience, though.
Yeah.
Minus all the bad stuff, the camaraderie with all the everyone there, Marines, Army. I mean, it's amazing what you can make fun of.
I know
you can find anything. I mean, I know this sounds creepy, but it's amazing when you're out in the field and someone talks in their sleep, how everyone can be quiet and just sit up in their sleeping bags and just watch what's happening.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, in a way, I miss that whole camaraderie, because normal people don't see that.
I agree.
It's not there. Some people try to say, oh yeah, sport teams have it, this and that. It's like, no, I don't think so. It's different because your life's on the line. Maybe for firefighters living together, that would probably be the same thing where they're spending 24 to 48 hours at a time together. But in the military, there's times where nonstop we're around each other for a whole year without any break or anything at all. So that's probably the biggest thing I miss is the camaraderie. I don't miss being told where to be, how to be there, whatever. I don't miss any of that.
Yeah, I miss that too. That's one of the big things I miss too. Like coming back, I don't have that anymore. Like I try, you can't really talk to many people about some of the stuff you experience, some of it stuff you go through because they can't relate. So I do miss it. It is like a big sports thing, but you're correct. But we're giving our lives, so that's the big difference. So people really, really are looking out for each other, and there's not many people stab each other in the back. And when you were in that big, in your platoon or your group, and that's one of the big things I do miss. So when I do see other veterans, like a little light lights up in me. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody I could talk to about, some of the stuff we experience and see what they went through. And I still miss that to this day. That's one of the few things I do miss from the military. When you go to like a new base, and you start meeting people all over again, and you get that camaraderie with a different group of people. And then whenever you go to a different base, you still keep in contact with them. I miss that a lot. I miss the pay too.
Thank you, Lane Kramer, for the $2 super chat. As going to the good cause. Don, you look like you're ready for the Brotherhood of Nod.
That's the real
Oh yeah, and for people wondering, this isn't actually a ballistic helmet. This is called like a fast helmet or a bump helmet. So, I mean, it'll protect you. It's just not ballistically rated. You wear this, for training or for elements when you want to be fast, and it still has like all the attachment points, for the comm systems and the nods, and yeah.
Yeah, but that's one thing I do agree. With other things that the experience, in the military, it just can't be compared to most, if not anything at all. What goes on, in the rest of the world, because the things that you guys go through. Just to protect your homes, protect your country. It's you're putting your lives on line in the service. For the freedoms that we, as for me, like I'm not a veteran, and I'm not a military serviceman, but I do understand that. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the work you guys did to protect my freedoms and what I value.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's a little rough because the
And
first time.
thank you.
I'm sorry, Don. Go ahead.
I was just gonna cigars and maker. I've never played airsoft. This was for a potential job that may or may not have happened. So
Yeah, but the thing with me too was like it was kind of hard to deal with was like the only time I felt the military got thanks and credit was after 9/11. That was like the only time I felt that no matter where you went, people praised the military. But then just like with anything, it just time went by and people forgot. So like I don't see the same love or appreciation for the military I see now compared to what it was during 9/11. Like now, since the the whole COVID epidemic, now people say support the nurses and first responders and stuff like that. But it's a shame sometimes when I think about it. But hey, it's whatever.
Protecting your freedom to collect pre-orders. Hey, that's a
Absolutely.
freedom I do value. It's collecting my pre-orders, just like 70 pre-orders. So,
hey, what's up, KG?
and see, we got a lot of people coming in. Penny, he says his dad was in Desert Storm. He was a mechanic in the army.
What
that's a
type
horrible
of
job.
mechanic? Did you just say mechanic, or what type of mechanic?
No, he just said
just
mechanic in the army.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Let's see,
That's
happy
everyone.
Veterans Day, old. 22 years active, Army retired, 9 years penalty on a government civilian. Let's go. Wow.
nice,
Yeah, that's good.
nice. I'll hit my 15 in a couple of months here. So where I'm at. Yeah, tank and heavy machine. Okay.
And it's crazy. I think about it now because I separated 2000. I went in 2001, so I could have been retired right now. And I think about it sometimes. I'm like, damn, I should have stood in.
Yeah, but that
But-
could have been a lot of things too.
I know
That's you may not have the kid that you have now.
that was the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself leaving my children alone for years while being deployed, not knowing if I'm gonna come back or who's gonna watch my kid when I'm not around. And that's why I didn't have any kids before I was in. I waited till I separated.
True. I don't know about any kids I have. Yeah.
You keep bringing that up. Don,
I know,
thank you. Where's the,
You're not the only military person who said that.
yo, you got that quagmire going, bro.
Giggity.
Giggity. All right.
Oh, damn. Yo.
Alrighty. So before we we're doing another giveaway tonight, folks. So to help Nate and I out, so if you want to enter, you're gonna hit F in the chats. Nate will help me get the names, and I will put them in the magic wheel. Hold on.
I'll bring you up.
Okay.
Up. Don't worry, I got you.
Okay. All right. So Shadow Stormtrooper 1/6 scale kit. Again, if you want to hit F in the chats. And then we'll pull that a little later.
Damn, you just man, we've been just giving away stuff, man. That's what's crazy. I know, I love that though. I love that energy. I love that. What's crazy though. I never knew. I never thought that the channel would grow so quickly. Since we hit 1,000 subscribers in January of 2021, pretty much this year, and we've just grown with the community, and it's been a lot of fun this whole time. And I do appreciate y'all for coming in and enjoying what we do and what we talk about almost every day now with these dance. I wasn't doing this like a year ago. Now it's been now constant. Now it's just part of my life, and I just can't just shut it off anymore.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
But yeah, I do
I'm trying to
appreciate everything you
get some
guys
of these
do. So, okay, so you still got to get the names, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
I'll make sure to run those names to you as well. I think we got mostly everybody. Actually, you guys continue conversing. I'll be right back.
Okay. I am putting your names in.
So Sean, what was your favorite base or station you were stationed at?
So on active duty, I was stationed in 29 Palms, California. So middle of nowhere. And then Camp Pendleton, California. So Camp Pendleton.
Was it more just because the area, or just the base in general, the way they treated the troops?
For 29 Palms or Camp Pendleton?
Whichever.
29 Palms, it took 3 hours to get anywhere. So, but yeah, it sucked, but it didn't, because you're limited on what you could do. But, you know, your fellow Marines and everything there, and the corpsmen, you found ways to do something. We ended up on all our 96s or 4-day weekends going up to Lake Tahoe. So that's like, out of everywhere I've been in the world, that's my favorite spot, is Lake Tahoe.
Wow.
Camp Pendleton, I just liked it because it was beautiful there. So I was in a good unit. I'm sorry, what was that?
No, go ahead. You're in a good unit.
Oh, yeah, we were in a good unit. Everybody was tight there. And just, yeah, we're all ready, and ended up going in Iraq in 2003. So it was good that we were all together for a year before that happened. So it wasn't like a couple units trying to join one unit together to make up for mobilization or a deployment. So we all were there in Camp Pendleton for a year and then got to go together. So that was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time in Korea. I didn't want to go at first when I got the orders to go to Korea, but it changed. I mean, it changed my perspective on the world. I got to see how other countries see Americans, or how they don't kind of like us as much as we think they do as they do. But it was a lot of fun there. I mean, it was a culture shock. Korea's beautiful. The DMZ zone, was pretty crazy, seeing that in person, seeing the tension between North Korea and South Korea. While I was there was a lot of times where supposedly war was going to break out soon, so they were extending people while we were there, and I had a lot of fun there. I mean, unfortunately, that's where I got most of my drinking out my system in Korea, because work 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and then when we have the exercises, we have to wear the whole chem gear during the exercise.
Oh, mop.
Yeah, the mop 4. I hated that. You know, you wait in your dorm room all day. You're like, all right, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and the minute you walk out, mop 4. Like, oh shit! You gotta either try to run back into the dorm or get geared up and everything. And in Korea, it was humid over there, so I lost a lot of weight there too. So that was good. I was actually a little bit chubby back then, believe it or not.
Me too, man. I don't know what's up with Latinos, man. We were chubbier back then. I think it's all the food that grandma makes us.
If you haven't hit yet in the chat, if you want to enter, do it now. I've got everybody in so far. I got 19 names.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy in Korea. Like, Korea was, when you go to Seoul was basically just Manhattan, but for Korean people. It just looked identical to Manhattan. Just swap it out with Korean people. And it was crazy. I mean, and then, believe it or not, there was actually a Latin club there where I actually went there, and I freaking felt embarrassed because we had these Koreans dancing better Spanish than I did. And I was like, what the like, how the hell are they doing that? Like, I actually learned better Spanish over there. I learned how to dance better Spanish while I was in Korea. So it was a good experience. I mean, I didn't want to go, but I'm happy I went.
It's kind of funny how like mixed cultures are completely around the world where you go. Like, for example, the best Chinese food I've ever ate was made by someone from Pakistan in Iraq.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Wow.
And the best pizza I've ever had was from someone who was born and raised in South Korea in Okinawa, Japan.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like, you go to Scania in Iraq. I don't know if you've been there. They had this little shop. They made this like fried dough, this bread stuff, and they had like the cinnamon spice on it. It was amazing.
Oh. Hey,
Oh, thank you. We got two.
Okay. So we got we got three. Okay, we got three super chats. I got listed up here. Okay, NDN Civ for the $20, bro. I'm by 29 palms. I'm Palm Springs. Appreciate your.
Oh, hey, you froze a little.
Uh-oh.
Then Rick. Let's see if I could bring up. I could bring Rick. There you go. Thank you for your service, fellas. Okay. All you do. Happy Veterans Day. Wepa.
Dale.
Wepa. Nice.
Let me see.
Hold on. Oh, we got it one more. Gotta see.
Nice nods for the vets, keeping the stream up for all involved. Thank you. I like that name.
Right,
also,
there.
So yeah, guys, enjoy that Collector Zone 50% code there. I think it's 50%. Was it the
15%?
15%.
If you guys haven't seen the code yet, yep, 50% geek out for vets. Collector Zone. He wanted to share that to the stream with us for today's Veterans Day stream. So this is for you guys. Get that 50% down on that. Core skill Batman or those big heavy hitters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We all need. I need it.
Exactly. And he's also doing a Toys for Tots
Wait,
drive
is V
as well.
on tonight? He could probably come on.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to jump on, he's more than welcome. So, but yeah, Collector Zone.
I'm not trying to imitate anybody, Carfax.
Yeah, he's doing a Toys for Tots drive. So you can either send him some toys to donate, or you can send him a donation and he'll take care of it. So again, if it's that time of the year, you got to do something right, for karma and such. Donate for Toys to Tots and think about working with Collector Zone on that aspect. So again, thank you for the code and all the support he's given us.
Appreciate that.
So
how about you, Don? What was your favorite base?
My favorite base?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I like Benning because it was so close to Atlanta.
A quick thing. Am I coming out okay? If not,
You're
then
breaking up a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
I'm breaking up. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll be back. You guys can keep talking. I'll be back. I just gotta reset the Wi-Fi over here on me.
All right.
So
all right,
Don, you got the wheels.
Yes, indeed. All right. So just again, last time, if you're new here and you want to jump in on the prize wheel, put F in the chats. Again, everybody who's already done it, I have your name. Again, I have 20 names. So you're frozen like Cap, Nate. He's doing times as a capsicle.
So is there like a reason why we're descending from Don being at the highest, then P-Rock, and then me at the lowest?
Nah, it's just the way it's
Yeah,
set
I mean,
up.
it's just a way, because then I can do all sorts of things like...
Okay.
Yeah, it's a way we could control that.
I have the power! So, yeah. No, it's all good.
So you were saying about your favorite base,
that,
Don?
and then this. What's up?
You were saying about your favorite base?
Oh, I actually like Benning. Again, because it was so quick to Atlanta. I actually loved going to Atlanta and, just going out and partying, especially like in Buckhead. One sec. Gotta add more people to the prize list.
Yo, I'm back. What's up?
Oh, Don's just getting the names down.
Okay, I'm better. Hey, Don, if you want, just send me the link to what you're using, and I'll do it. Right, so you can enjoy, the members, and enjoy the panel, and just share your stories. I got no stories to share.
I want to know Cigar and Bacon. I know he's a vet too.
He's a combat engineer. He's one of those guys that made me wait a long time to clear the road.
I just want to know, did he serve 20 years, retire, or how long he was in? I think Exotic Carfax was in the military too. I think I'm not sure. Where was in the chat? If you were in the military, just if you could put up real quick, like how long you served and what service you were in, what branch.
Exactly. Let us know.
That Batman lived on Quantico for a few years. I really enjoyed it there, even if it's a Marine base.
What's wrong with the Marine base?
There we
It's a
go.
Marine base.
It was
That's
only a
what
matter
it
of time. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. Everybody knows the Air Force bases were the best.
Oh,
We had the best
snap.
food.
That's true. You know, I mean, you know, branch of
Best
service
commissaries.
is like a sorority.
Yeah. He's a sorority, he's a fraternity. I mean, Air Force, I ain't gonna lie, that's the reason I joined the Air Force. Well, one, because I felt, you know, when I went to the recruiting place, I just felt that the Army and Marines were too desperate to try to get me. They were trying to
Oh,
force
so
me
you're trying to
take
say
the
you're
test.
better than us?
No. You know,
Yo.
let me put it this way: like
I
when
know,
I was
busting
when I
shots.
was dating, when I was single and I was dating, I was never interested in the girls who, you know, gave up easily. I like the ones that give me a challenge. So the Air Force was the only one that they kind of weren't hounding me, and then the fact that they said you make rank by making the actual testing, so you actually earn your rank. So that's the reason I joined the Air Force. And I do admit, out of the four of them, they're the ones that deploy the least. But like I said before, after 9/11, all that changed. Once 9/11 happened, we were just like the Army. We deployed just as long as the Army. We deployed with the Army. So
Yeah, I mean, we had
kinda
we had
bit me
an
in the
Air
ass.
Force. Yeah, we had an Air Force combat controller with one of our patrols because we didn't have a forward observer for whatever reason. So, yeah.
Oh my, yo, Star Child. Like, I haven't seen him in a bit. Like, he didn't know. Like, yeah, I got the HD package now. Through
Upgrade.
StreamYard. I upgraded because everybody was saying like, "Hey, updated to 1080p, man." So now I'm doing like the $50 package now every month. So instead of the 30 pack, I think 35 or 25. So now we got the 1080p stuff. So if you guys can enjoy it more and create memes and stuff like that. Also, Star Child, I hope you're doing okay, man. Hope your OT for the HT is going good because I haven't seen Star Child in a minute, man. So
I like that merman picture.
Exactly. Yep, and just one last thing again, when we pull the contest, just make sure you are subscribed to Geeking Out, because again, in order to win, you do have to be subscribed. And if we do call your name, we're just going to ask for confirmation that you are in fact subscribed, and we'll give you the contact information again a little later when we do pull that prize. So, but again, let's kind of get a little bit more towards the figures and such, and like, how many people here actually know how Hot Toys got their start?
I've heard some stuff in the past.
You're talking
Yeah, so
about like
Hot-
when they started with the military figures first.
Exactly, before they
Definitely.
started working on the movie series. So basically, Hot Toys in its origin was basically like Damn Toys. Well, how they specifically focus on the military, but, the special forces, the spec ops aspect. They don't just give you the normal troops, they got to give you the high speed ones. From all the different spec ops units. So,
yeah, I'm actually surprised that Hot Toys doesn't want to continue doing more military stuff like this. I'm very surprised they didn't want to do the stuff that really got them going from the past. Bring it back sort of in a way. They're in a way they're doing it with John Wick. He's the only one with the guns and blazing and all that jazz. Other than sci-fi characters and stuff. But that's the closest, barely the closest thing we get. And it'll be cool if we see some like maybe Black Hawk Down stuff. That'd be pretty cool. A Black Hawk Down line in the future. That I don't know if another company would do that because I know a company right now they're doing a Saving Private Ryan.
well, they
thing,
like a
right?
third party company did a Black Hawk Down line. They specifically did Matt Eversman, who was he was played by who? Oh God. Yeah, he was the guy. 30 Days a Night. That guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like some of the actual characters, and I'm not gonna get into the specifics. They like Ewan McGregor's character, Grimesy.
Mm-hmm.
And Grimesy actually is not a real person in the sense that character had to be an amalgamation because the real character it did something very, very bad and is currently at last I know, is currently in jail for something. So
It's that damn
Hey,
toys.
Eversman was played by Josh Hartnett.
yeah, Josh Hartnett, that's who it is.
I can't read his name. He's saying that Damn Toys did the Black Hawk Down figures back in 2012.
Yeah.
Saying that, yeah, Black Hawk Down figures. Oh crap.
Yeah, they did some of them exactly. So, and I know companies have started redoing them again, but only in 1/12, not 1/6. So,
I think one thing that would have been cool is since Hot Toys has a parallel line, it would have been cool if they actually had like Dutch, like the army, the military guys have figures for them.
Yeah, that's right.
That would be cool.
The Predator getting more deep into the Predator line rather than just the Predator characters. Yeah.
but then again, that also potentially drags in, specifically, I mentioned this for Predator. Vince McMahon might step into the fact, because who owns the actual name Jesse the Body Ventura? Is that is that his property, or is that something that was given to him by WWF at the time? And so I mean, that's a weird figure, just like if you were going to do a Running Man figure and you're going to do Captain Freedom, can you do Captain Freedom again because it's Jesse Ventura? So
But I think that's his real name because he was governor on the Jesse. Wasn't he governor?
Yeah, he ran as governor.
but it's the
Jesse
body.
Ventura.
You see, and that's the thing, though. I don't know, because it's kind of like in that similar situation with Sasha Banks, because people are saying, she actually preemptively registered her name, so it's her copyright, not Vince McMahon's. But who knows?
I don't see him. Punk was the same way too. That was his name. No matter where he went, he took that name. That was his name in every wrestling federation he went to.
Hey, Jay Rex Entertainment asked earlier, because it's Veterans Day, it's only appropriate to ask, what's y'all's favorite trooper or commander from Popcultcha? So this is a big general question right here. Like, it doesn't have to be just Star Wars or sci-fi. It could be, war films or other than sci-fi.
I'll take that right off the bat. It's Corporal freaking Dwayne Hicks, Aliens, Colonial Marine Corps.
They had a figure for him?
They did.
Hot Toys did, yeah, way back in the day. If you can find one, it's going to run you $600-700 minimum.
Wow. So you talking about Rico Roughnecks?
Well, that's Starship Troopers. I'm talking about
the actual film, or you're talking about the actual book?
Well, no, the movie Aliens. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Rico's Roughnecks. Yeah, because the movie is an abomination of what the source material is. So.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think best trooper.
Fives.
Okay.
Fives?
Fives.
Yeah, Fives is really good. That's animated, yeah.
Now this is in figure form, right? You said figure form?
Hey, if you want to
Did
talk
he
about
say
figures,
figure form?
No, it could be figures, or it could be or I don't think he went into detail about it. It's just in Popcultcha, what's your favorite trooper or commander?
I'm a big Predator fan, so I'll say I forgot his name, but the Native American guy,
Billy,
yes,
Yeah,
I love that character. He was just like calm, mellow, and then it sucked the way he died though. He did that thing in his chest, and you didn't even get to see him fight. But I like Billy.
The actor on set, he actually would show up so drunk on set, or would they had to hire bodyguards to stop him from attacking other people.
Didn't know that.
Yes, Starchild. We need more Colonial Marines, and I'm thinking the Hulu Alien show. Again, if they're already potentially going to do TV Masterpiece, or that's whatever it is, TMS. Again, Disney owns Hulu. If you're going to, again, start doing Aliens, that's the perfect opportunity to bring back a 2.0 of all the original Aliens, because Colonial Marines, because it'll fit in any new Colonial Marine characters you get. And it's already been leaked through casting calls. There will be androids, and part of what the whole concept is conscience transference between like an organic to a synthetic. So, in addition to, what it's supposedly going to be based off Hive War. So,
So they say where in a timeline it takes place?
Not
In the
yet.
movies?
I see, and that's the thing. I don't know if it's even canon. It's almost more like a video game timeline in that sense.
What were you gonna say, Nate? You think what?
No, I think it's going to be taking place like pretty much nothing in the past, like they were trying to do with AVP. I think it's literally going to be, in the future, like it's supposed to be. Like I'm getting tired of them trying to take things into the past. It doesn't work, like just like give us a Predator film, or Alien film, or even AVP that takes place in the future. Or during the Alien timeline. Because I'm getting tired of bringing that into our timeline because it won't work. We don't have the technology to go up against them. Especially with two of these bastards coming at us. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, even time-wise, the only time we've actually seen Alien in the main canon, Earth in the main Aliens franchise, at the end of Alien Resurrection. Now, if you've ever watched like the hidden or extended deleted scene when they actually are Ripley and Call are on Earth, that's also supposed to be like that devastation you've seen. That's supposed to be a hidden meaning that Skynet did to actually take over, and what you're seeing is the effects of the nuclear fire. Essentially, the reason that humans left to colonize is one of the reasons the machines were able to take over. Again, that's one of those little hidden things. But yeah, they've tried to make it a shared universe, but at the same time, that's 200 plus years, after the events of Alien 3. So again, unless they're going to do that, it has to be a whole new non-canon timeline. Unless they're going to do something from the Fire Team game or Alien Isolation.
I'm hoping it's dark, like rated R type stuff.
That's funny. Nobody puts that to the corner. I'm in the corner today, guys.
We gotta do the meme of you like Dirty Dancing. I hold you up.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, back to that previous question where they mentioned about Commander or Trooper.
Yeah.
For pop culture. Like a lot of comments, people are mentioning Dutch from Predator.
Yep.
And you know what? Dutch was actually a really good commander.
Yeah, he was.
He pointed out, this is what my unit does. Every time somebody came up to him with a problem, when Poncho went up to him, said, yeah, he's freaking out about Billy, and he says, hey, do you remember? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to forget it. He's close to his unit as a leader, which is incredibly important. And then Carl Weathers' character, he's telling him, look, this isn't what we do. He doesn't go off the hinge with Carl Weathers until he has to. He already doesn't like what's happening, but he's being the role model for his team and keeping it real with all of them. But sometimes you see good leaders like that, and sometimes you just see how crazy people can get. Like, I don't know what version of Planet of the Apes it was, though, but with the one with Woody Harrelson, where, you can tell that he cares about his people, but he cares more about it, making the apes extinct more than his own people.
Yeah, I thought that was Woody Harrelson did a fantastic job in that film. Playing that more, that balanced between a villain and a bit of an anti-hero in a way. Because,
he was committed.
Yeah, exactly. Because you understand what he was going through, with the whole story. And, they then make Woody Harrelson into like a full-on villain. There was like levels in his villainy because he was not really a villain. He was very conflicted.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, especially as he's shooting his own troops, as disgusting as you may think that is, that's kind of essentially what we're doing right now. It's quarantine, that's triage. Essentially, at that point, it's again Spock. The good of the many outweighs the needs of the one or the few. So, yeah, about he knew what was going to happen to humanity. So at that point, it's almost like a culling of the herd, so only the strong survive, so humanity survives. And again, whenever you were hearing talking, it wasn't like, oh, this is for me, I'm just doing this for them. He always had the back mindset of that this was to save humanity, and then the thing is, he would do what was required to save humanity. I mean, oftentimes it's vicious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Probably the worst example of a leader is General Krell.
General oh my god, that guy. He cared more. He cared about, because the thing is that the future he saw really scared him to the point where, this is a waste. This is a waste of time. I'm not part of this fight anymore. I want to show that I want to survive at what's coming, and he was all about himself. So,
Blackbird Tech says that Dutch Dylan handshake scene in Predator was
yeah.
iconic. Dude, that made me
Dylan, you son
want to
of
work
a
out.
bitch. You see, I ain't got you
Muscles and
pushing
stuff.
too many pencils.
Yeah.
okay, let's set up the super chat real quick. Sophie Velez, thank you, fellas, for your great service and for your sacrifice. Here's a little token for my appreciation. Dale, happy Veterans Day, fellas.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank
Gracias.
you.
Gracias.
All right, I'm going to be the... so what does Dale mean?
Dale
Dale.
means
Dale. Okay, so what does that mean?
like let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
All
say
right.
Dale, like come on,
Dale.
let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like excited,
Okay.
let's go.
Like,
not
let's
not if you're
go.
tired. Yeah. You can't
Yeah.
be sleepy and be like Dale. You gotta be
so
excited.
okay,
You gotta be excited. You gotta have energy.
Okay,
for it.
cool. So good.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another one. Thank you.
Another one. Before we hit up that, Cigars Bacon, support the troops of the Empire. Hit the like button on this very special day of days. Do your part. I always try to use that voice from Clone Wars and the Empire. But yes, guys, hit them likes to watching the channel. You need your channel. Hit that subscribe as well. We do these streams, do videos. We just have fun. So hope to see, if you're brand new, hope to see you in the next one. And let's go down to the other super chat here. Okay, I think this is possibly a super sticker. If it's not, because sometimes it doesn't appear on the
I gotcha.
on the
Yeah.
stream. Okay, so it was just $5. Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
well, thank you.
Thank you. It's going to a good cause. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Again, yes, thank you. And Nate and I will be covering any of the fees that YouTube's going to take out of anything that's given out tonight. So, and again, if you would want to go to homes for our troops and, rather donate there, again, it's
I'll
tax
bring up the site.
deductible through there. Again, you'll get the information. You'll get a receipt. You can claim that on your taxes. But again, anything we get tonight, we'll take care of sending that when this YouTube cuts our check.
Also, guys, the site over here, I don't want to put up the actual link to the donation site link, because it literally just throws you a paragraph. So
Exactly.
I'll just post the first page link, right? You guys can copy that and then go to the right side of the page and click on donate. It'll take you right over to the donation part. Last time I tried to actually put the donation link, it literally dropped the freaking essay. So yeah, right, answer
Yep.
essay question and everything. It was crazy. You should have been there.
When you texted me earlier, I saw that. I was like, damn, this is a manuscript right here. What the hell?
Yeah, freaking manuscript. You know what, guys? I know I never answered my question, and I'm gonna throw in a sort of a curveball, because I want this to happen. Hopefully in the near future, because there's a new show coming out, and I think we might see some figures coming out of it. I'm hoping that is either Hottoys or 3-0, because I bet they're gonna just, if freaking Star Ace takes it, I'm gonna be pissed, because they can't do that to my boy Sergeant freaking Johnson. That one of my favorite sergeants, majors in sci-fi history. Sergeant.
You know who he's
freaking
based off
Avery
of, right?
Johnson. Yeah. Aliens.
Yeah, Apone.
Apone.
And you know
Apone
the
for
actor
Aliens?
who played Apone? He was a combat
Mhm.
Marine in Vietnam. And he actually got a battlefield promotion to sergeant in Vietnam. So, yep.
Yeah, RP to Sergeant Johnson. Take him out. Take me out with a bang. That was my boy. Man. That teared me up, man. Because I couldn't save my boy. I could have saved my boy, man. But yeah, Sergeant Avery Johnson. He was from the Halo games. If anyone played them, Yeah, he was one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah, he was cool.
This is pretty much one of my favorite, I guess, commanders or troopers. So this is Sergeant Johnson from the UNSC. Okay, so let me move over here real quick. There you go. So another thing I want to bring up. Okay, Fury was a badass movie too. How you guys feel about Fury?
Refresh my memory. Who's Fury?
The tanks, World War II.
Brad Pitt with a tank.
With Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
I don't think I ever watched that one.
It was good, but it pushed things a little bit too much.
Really?
Yeah, out of the realm of believability.
Yeah, there was too many people standing around in that one scene, spoiler alert, where they're forcing the new guy to kill someone. There's too many people that would have stopped him. Because all the infantry troops and that tank unit were not units together. So I don't see anything where they would have tried to stop him. Or where they would not have stopped him. Somebody would have stopped him.
Exactly.
That's
I mean,
my
and they're not
opinion.
going to take a brand new kid that's never been in a tank before directly out to combat. They're going to take him to the range. They're going to give him, familiarization on the weapon, especially if he's on the coax machine gun. He needs how to operate that. He needs how to learn to maintain it, how to, fix jams, feeds, all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's like even in World War II, you're not taken from, unless you're in infantry, it's like you needed to have minimal training. Again, if you're going to be in a tank, you need to know how the tank works in order to fight in the tank. So,
You know what they did get right though, were some of the combat scenes were really good.
well, especially when we're going after the tiger and the armor kept bouncing off the slant. Slant armor. That's you're right.
And the emotional scenes and the fog of war. All of that in there was where people freeze up.
Yeah.
It's not because they're scared. It's a fog of war where they don't know what to do, or they're just in shock that it just happened. I think they hit that really well in that movie.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that movie, so I can't really comment. If I did see it, I don't remember much about it.
The music in the trailer is pretty good too.
Yeah, it's very short. It's a very short movie. I thought that it would be a little bit longer than what I expected, but still, it was quite a movie, especially with the tanks. We've never seen that storyline before with just being in a tank. I think there was another one that came out. It was sort of like a classic during the 70s or 80s that came out.
I don't know.
It's
there was like one where a sergeant major for a base ended up like his son got unlawfully arrested or something, and took like his tank to break him out of jail or county prison, whatever, or county prison jail or whatever. But I don't remember another movie around that time period. But I haven't watched every movie there is either, so.
I think it was Warsaw,
That's
right?
the one. No, not Warsaw. No, that's the one that actually Mel Gibson directed, where he's the army medic, but it's in the Pacific. He wasn't a conscientious objector, or could he not fight because of his religion? I know the movie, I just can't remember the name. Hold on.
I'm about to bring that up in a minute.
I'm about to watch that.
Give me a second. I'm about to bring that up. Let me see. Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, well, Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Because I was thinking, I knew it was Ridge, but I'm like, wait, it's not Heartbreak Ridge because that's Clint Eastwood on a fit. Because like that movie, Heartbreak Ridge, that actually did not happen. Because even though they made it about a Marine unit, it was actually supposed to be about the Army Rangers. Who went in '83, but the problem is the Army, and specifically Ranger Battalion, they wanted nothing to do with it because the script sucked so bad at the time. Then they had to do rewrites, and then they made it about the Marines. But that Marine unit never did that stuff in the Invasion. So, oh well.
So which was one of your favorite movies? War movies or sci-fi movies that you felt that they really got things down correctly.
To me, I would think
and not a lot of fictional sauce into it.
To me, I would think. I mean, maybe because I was Air Force, deployed Air Force once again. Jarhead was a good one because to me, that was like my first deployment where people think you go into war and you're always constantly in firefights, and it's not really like that. I mean, from my experience, you know, a lot of times you're going places, but you don't really see action. Like sometimes it gets to a point where you're actually dying for some action because you're out there sweating your ass off in the heat. You have full uniform on, and you want something to do instead of just running to a place, thinking you're getting to some action, and then nothing happens. So, and then a lot of like the stress that they dealt with in the movie is stuff that I can relate to.
No, I'll just tell you this. All right, was obviously besides Full Metal Jacket for the training scenes for the Marine boot camp. What movie do you think is probably up there in terms of accuracy, specifically to military training, in basic or the boot camp aspect? And you will probably not believe this. I'll give you a hint. It starred Pauly Shore.
Oh no, I forgot the name of it.
In the Army Now.
Yeah.
In the Army
In the Army Now, if you actually, the beginning of In the Army Now is some of the most accurate depictions of military training in any movie anywhere. It is so freaking realistic. Because they actually also filmed it at Fort Sill in Oklahoma, which is home of the artillery. So, like, everything you see is actual at the base. Like, the uniforms they were right for the time. The inspections were right. So... yeah, but then they go to Chad, I mean, and even some of that stuff is real. Like, you have a rivalry with a different group, and, like, they do stuff to you, and then you try to do stuff to them, like, you play Guidon games, or you try to do Black Ops and steal the other unit's Guidon and, like, put it in the most ridiculous place where they can't get it, but you don't claim it. So, exactly.
I think
for...
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead,
I'm sorry. I forgot you didn't get your turn yet, so I'm sorry.
For getting it close to actual accuracy, Lone Survivor for all the combat scenes.
Lone Survivor.
I don't think I saw that one either.
Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg.
I've only been able to watch that.
Wow.
Yeah, Lone Survivor. I've only been able to go through that once. The jump scene. The rock face jump scene, I can never get past that. Just, yeah.
No.
I've only made it through once. And then at the end, yeah.
I can't watch that movie alone.
Yeah, I heard it's that, like, I haven't seen Lone Survivor yet, but I've heard it gets real tense with that movie, with a lot of servicemen.
I mean, it goes from, okay, here's one thing, okay, here's another, and then it goes from, like, 5 to 30. In like 10 seconds.
Check it out.
But if you think about it, like in war, situations change and everything else. People can go to war and not see combat. And that's the big depiction that people in the civilian world don't realize is that, oh, wow, so many people were sending all these troops to Iraq. Their lives are in danger and everything. But, 90% of the military's job is just to support the combat arms groups, the infantry, all the special forces units and everything else. So you have people that, deploy, 8, 9 times. That's a lot. How many times did you leave the FOB? Well, on my 4th deployment, I left once for a humanitarian mission with the chaplain. There's a lot of differences between going to war and actually being in combat.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you've served in the military, you're actually not going to know that. You're just going to assume, oh, you were in the military during time of war. You must have been in combat. There's actually a different depiction of that between someone who's been in combat and someone who's just been to war.
Yep.
So, but the problem is so many veterans and service members don't want to talk about it. So it's hard for the civilian community to really know that or figure it out or even try and grasp the concept because we just want to keep everything in.
Oh, Scars and Bacon, he's bringing up the old language.
But I did see one. I think the scariest war movie I've seen is Saving Private Ryan. That scene where they're all coming out when they're on the shore and they're all coming out the boats and getting shot up.
And the Higgins, yeah.
I can only imagine if I was there, man. I don't know what I would have done. That's to this day. I see that scene. I'm like, damn, man, that's crazy. It still scares me to this day.
Colin Collector, thank you for the $5 super chat. Happy Veterans Day. Love from the UK.
My brother, Colin Collector, what's up, man?
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I heard a lot of stories with that movie too. Saving Private Ryan. A lot of people, talk about the actual, servicemen leaving the theater, after watching it in theater, literally, after that moment scene because it's brought back memories, and that's just crazy that whole segment was that crazy. The last film I heard that did that, before these newer films, with technology was Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
I heard people were leaving the theaters from that as well, like servicemen that veterans leaving the theater from that film, watching that film in the very beginning, parachuting down from the Black Hawks. Actual servicemen that were in the film, were going through a lot of PTSD while shooting these scenes because it was just
they had members of the second. Yeah, they had members of the Second Ranger Battalion. I believe, Second Ranger, but were actually the extras in some of those scenes, with like you're saying, with the fast roping. So,
yeah.
And the thing is, saving the movie that you see is Black Hawk Down. That is only about 2 to 5% of what actually happened because they're missing the Marines, they're missing the Navy. Specifically, they're missing the Navy SEALs, which was also working with CAG, and Rangers, which CAG is Delta Force. So there's a whole lot they're missing. And I personally know, like, I've worked with one guy who was actually at the Pakistani stadium as a commo guy. I served with a guy who, when he was deployed, was with 10th Mountain, 214 the Gold Dragons. It was his very first mission. He got shot in the back. And then, I went into school with somebody who was actually a part of Task Force Ranger. And he got hit with shrapnel. He got hit with a thermite grenade that was, misthrown, stuff like that. So yeah, the movie barely scratches the surface of what actually went on. So
it was to the point. It was also to the point where they had to fuse characters together. Amalgamation of characters.
Eric Bana.
Yeah,
Eric Bana's character. Yeah, he's like an amalgamation of like 3 to 4 different characters. I think 2 Delta guys and 2 Rangers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that was one of my favorites though. Black Hawk Down. That was one of my favorites. I think because that character Hoot, I really enjoyed the way he they made him out to be that hey, doesn't matter, I'm going in get whoever I can. No one left behind type of attitude. I really enjoyed that whole thing, and then he was still going back in there, getting everybody that he can.
Mm-hmm. And then the classic one, Full Metal Jacket. That's a classic. I still love that movie too. You do see some of that stuff, the hazing part in the barracks, when you have that one person who keeps messing up for the whole platoon and keeps getting the whole platoon punished. Not to that extent where they beat him with the bag of soaps, but there is some hazing that goes on. Yeah.
I remember watching that movie when I was in high school. Like there was like a history class session. They had that going. I can't remember what subject we were going through, but we were watching Full Metal Jacket. I think
you would say Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket at the time. I was at the Mountain Warfare School with the members of the 10th Mountain, and they had some stories about that incident. Oh, wow.
So I'm going to assume you were with you were either working or you had guys from 214, the Golden Dragons, because when we invaded Iraq in 2003, special operate like certain groups, special forces groups, they go and they get conventional units to run security and support for them. So um, basically, the special operations forces that were in Somalia, when they were getting ready to deploy to Iraq, they specifically went to 214, the same unit that came and helped rescue them in '93. Now, rescue is just a general catch-all term that might not be the most appropriate, but because they've worked together in the past, 214 was specifically approached to fill a special mission because of, again, what happened in Mogadishu in '93, specifically the Mogadishu Mile. So.
Oh, Andrew brought this up. Did anyone ever see the documentary "The Battle of the Long Tan"? That's the most chilling, emotional war story I've seen. It has the real radio comms of the soldiers engaging a huge unit.
No, I've never seen it.
I've never heard of it.
So
I'll have
that's
to check.
that's something to look up.
Yeah.
I guess it's with a part of the History Channel. I guess they usually drop some good documentaries.
So
Yeah, Andrew, where'd you see that?
before 9/11 happened, I was in the Philippines in 2001, and the night before we go to Corregidor Island is where they had this video for all of us Marines and sailors that were there, and we're watching it, and it's about all the World War II veterans that survived the Bataan Death March, where basically Corregidor Island was bombed, attacked, and then everyone had to surrender and go get loaded up, get shipped out, then had to walk, then get loaded up on trains and get locked in train cars going from one place to another to their prison camps. And the stories that were coming out where they were just practicing torturing techniques, the Japanese were, on Americans. And the story that hit me the most on that was where this Marine is being held down with one person on each of his arm, and somebody comes in the room and just puts his cigarette out in his eye, and his arms are lifting up, and then that's the last thing he remembers, and then he passed out, and he wakes up to some guy saying, "Hey, stop moving, I'm trying to get the maggots out of your eye." And it's like, I never went through anything like that, but seeing that, the video and him talking about it, how if anyone fell and couldn't get back up right away, they were just beaten. They were either slashed with a sword or they had these whips, these whipping sticks that would just beat them. But Corregidor Island, so the next day we got to go to Corregidor Island, and it's really beautiful there. And the 4th Marines are no longer allowed to have their colors because they fell underneath a U.S. Army command that told them to surrender it. And if you've ever wondered where the story of "don't shoot the messenger" comes from, so the Army command there, the general sent someone to the 4th Marine Regiment telling them that they had to grab their colors to surrender them over to the Japanese. And the regimental sergeant major told a corporal to shoot the master sergeant, who just went in there to tell them that. And the corporal did. But 4th Marines do not have their own base. And they're not a unit that's together anymore because of that. Because they're the only Marine Corps unit that ever surrendered their colors. But what happened with that is, so they broke up the battalions where 3-4 is part of 7th Marines and 29 Palms. But Corregidor Island was attacked, taken back, attacked, taken back, to where no tree stood on that island. And now they've basically made it like a national museum where people can go there and walk through, and you can see the original what's left of it, anyways, of the Marine barracks that were there. And so it's just all this history of battles and everything everywhere. You know, you can go find something or everything. And it's just, so when I went to Iraq the first time, the first thought that I had was, I'm never, just from listening to that other Marine who talked about his time being captured, I was just like, there's no way I'm being captured. I was like, I'll just pull a pin on a grenade and make sure I'm not caught. But, you know, it's like you have to think about all that stuff when you're going through getting ready for a deployment, if you know you're going to see combat or not. And just thinking about all that stuff on top of everything else, you know, you just got to watch it. But the thing is, like, you watch these history documentaries, you watch these movies, not just veterans, not just current service members, but everybody else needs to realize too. It's like, okay, you know, you got to remember you're just watching a movie, even though it looks real. You know, I got in trouble one time. We were in Iraq in 2005, and we were joking about going out and playing Halo, grabbing all our Humvees, because our Humvees had turrets. You know, we had grenades, we had rifles, we had sniper rifles, we had shotguns, and we're all talking out there about going out there, and we're getting ready for a patrol, and apparently our company commander heard, and he didn't realize that our platoon and our squad was on the patrol thing, and we're going out, and one of the guys just made a joke. He's like, oh, we're going to go out in the soccer field and play Halo. And he thought that we went crazy and we were going to go shoot ourselves. But it's just, you know, jokes like that. It's like, you can't take everything too seriously on some things. And some things, it's like, you just got to work through it. But it's just how a movie and how a documentary can make you think about things before you go into it for real.
Thank you, Sean, for sharing that. Nate, where's your helmet? This is my helmet. Okay, I like this is my Gundam hat. Okay, this is all I have. Oh, I do have my Stormtrooper helmets, but that's in the other room right now. And also about the future, he wants some figure talks to get mixed into these stories. So
Okay.
let's bring up some figure talks, guys. So
Well, you know, well, speaking of like the sci-fi leaders, there is a Starship Force which just released yesterday. Or I think no, I think it releases today in Hong Kong. It's the Johnny Rico.
John Enrico, is that the third party?
Yep.
The third
There's the
party,
two versions. There's this normal one, and then the deluxe that has the arachnid base. So. I mean, if you like Starship Troopers, you should take a look at that. Again, it's called Starship Force.
Starship Force. That's the statue, right? I don't think it's a figure.
No, it's a figure.
Really, it's a figure. I
One
didn't
six
know.
scale figure. Yeah, Starship Force. There's two versions. There's a normal, or it's just Rico, and then the deluxe. He has more weapons, and then includes again the arachnid stand. So.
Oh, Roxanne, I've been looking at that Rambo figure right there. That's the third one, correct? That's the Rambo 3. Oh no, you're muted. Rockzilla, you're muted, man.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the Rambo 3. I think the new one that's coming out is from Rambo 1, right?
Yeah.
I think 3's releasing another one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Looks just like him.
So what is your thoughts on it? Like, should people pick up this one, or they should wait and get the Rambo from First Blood?
I think accessory wise, this one comes with a lot more. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously the other one didn't come out yet, but just from the accessories and the pictures I've seen so far, this one to me looks a little bit more like Rambo than the other one. But the only negative is he only comes with one trigger hand. So unfortunately, if you want to have him to hold two guns, you gotta kind of work around this hand right here. So they kind of force you to have him. I know he's probably right-handed. That's probably why they have him holding the gun on the right, but it's a good figure. The Sealan's arms, they've been pretty good. I've held. I'm just dropping stuff. I don't care.
He's dropping stuff.
Yeah, they've been
You know
good.
what I noticed about that all the Rambo movies, he shoots a bow with his left hand, but everything else is with his right hand.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. That even with it's like you can't equip the bow in the.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you could.
I'm a right-handed, but I shoot left. I play golf left. Bat left. So, I
I
mean,
wouldn't say a joke about that, but I'll keep it to myself.
Honestly, I'm waiting for Rambo 2. Like, if they could come out with Rambo 2, a figure from 3-0, I'll probably get that one.
well, Hot Toys did a Rambo 2 version. They did the parachute, the stealth parachute version, way back in the day. It was one of, I think, within the first 40 figures they ever made. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think they lost that license. All right, because how long ago did they make that Rambo 2?
Oh, long time ago,
Yeah,
2003, 2004.
So right now 3-0 probably has a license now for Rambo figures, so they'll hop on Rambo 2. I think I would rather get Rambo 2 because from what I remember from that movie, I think he has the better accessories I do enjoy, other than Rambo 3. But with the better they get with the head sculpt, I know a lot of people are saying that this head sculpt is out of that's something like compared to Rambo 3. This one is not there yet.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
something with
sack
the
just looks
cheeks.
weird.
Yeah, the cheeks don't look right, the nose doesn't look right, and the mouth looks off.
Yeah, this one comes like the bag for the bow too. It comes with the bag for the TNT. He has a lot of stuff. I can't display my every accessory because you can't hold everything. I know I forgot who it was. I think Maz or somebody said they didn't get it because of the seams on the arm, where the shoulders you can kind of see the difference between the shoulder and the same thing on that figure right here. So a lot of people complain about that, but I don't know. It looks
The
nice to
opening?
me. Yeah, the opening. It doesn't
Okay,
bother me.
so J Rex Entertainment. Speaking of troopers, Inquisitors are pretty much confirmed in the sizzle reel. I guess the Kenobi sizzle reel that came out today.
No, they're
I can't-
confirmed by the director.
Yeah.
Okay.
She came out and said that there were, without specifically saying Inquisitors, she specifically said there are Jedi hunters. And again, Han, I forget his name, but Han from Fast and Furious franchise, he's going to be one of the Inquisitors. He's already gone on record in interviews saying he's an Inquisitor. So,
I can't wait for that.
it's all but confirmed. Well, it is now all confirmed.
I love Hot Toys that attempt Purge Troopers, by far the coolest Imperial troops besides the Death Troopers. Yeah, the Death Troopers, I would love them to come back either like the specialist version, the specialist Death Trooper with the pauldron and stuff, and the specialized. I forgot the name of that rifle. It's a specialized version of that rifle.
The heavy repeater?
Yeah, it's a specialized version. It's a sniper variant of that. And they appear in Rogue One. They repeat, they've done the Hot Toys for those, but they haven't come back to those. So I'm hoping we get to see more of those characters.
Oh well,
here.
Mud Trooper had one of those, right?
Mud Trooper? No, it's a brand new rifle that the Mud Trooper has, but it's not the same heavy repeater that we saw with the Death Trooper. I know that the Rogue One, let me see, the one with the white pauldron, they come with the heavy repeater, but it doesn't come with the sniper scope like the Death Trooper Specialist does.
Gotcha. Oh, and real quick, self pimp. I've got a Mandalorian Death Trooper for sale. If anybody is looking for one, just PM me. Cheap. I'm not looking to make money. Just get what I can back for it. I need space.
I know they confirmed too for Obi-Wan Kenobi. They confirmed that they're gonna have flashback scenes with Anakin and
The Dark Times.
Yep.
Specifically.
So, what's crazy is we know we might get some clone troopers from that show now.
See, I don't think we're gonna get clone troopers because they've already established in Bad Batch. They're now on a TK troopers. So again, there might be clones in the show, but they're not going to be wearing clone armor. By that point, they'll be wearing the normal stormtrooper armor.
Well, I'll be happy with those things. I need some stormtroopers.
Okay, that's cool. That works.
Yeah. Let me see. I think the Purge Troopers they were you know, not first teas, but they've been around. That they started appearing a lot more through the video game, the Fallen Order video game, and a lot of people were enjoying those Purge Troopers. So I would, if that's the case, with Kenobi show bringing out more these Purge Troopers into the mix, that'd be a perfect time for Hot Toys to hop in that line because. I would definitely hop on with that army building with those Purge
Now,
Troopers.
let me ask. Now, I know people are, and I'm one of them, that are like, damn it, Hot Toys, where's the 212? What if they're specifically waiting?
Yo, don't give Sean an excuse. Don't give Sean an excuse to army build more, bro.
Hey, look, it's the 212, dude. Okay? Cody's sitting there all alone.
No, I mean,
yeah.
I went out and
Nate,
got it.
you want it. Nate wants it.
I know.
He's like, he's trying to tell the whole community, no, I just want two 212s. And secretly, he's like stashing it. He's like, it's mine.
I'm just stashing it in the corner.
So it's okay.
Damn.
If you're a closet 212 cloner fan, it's okay.
I really like my 501st, man, but I'm literally this close just to freaking army build the same way I did with the 501st, which I'm doing right now. So, like, those 212, man, they get them set up with a General Grievous. That'd be perfect.
See, there's like, after watching Revenge of the Sith, it's like, later on I'm just looking, and it's hard now not to watch specific Star Wars movies where you're like, oh, that should be a hot toy. That should be a hot toy. But all the different versions of the 212 that you're looking out for now and everything, that's in the movie. It's just, some have specialized backpacks, some have thermal detonators in between their shoulder blades and everything else. So I hope they do like different variations of the 212.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a deluxe. I wonder if they can pull off a deluxe edition similar to what the 501st did. I wonder if they can do that, like with different armor pieces and stuff like that you can add into the mix. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull that off with a. That has a thing though with the deluxe edition today, for with the price the price hike up a 212 deluxe edition with the airborne helmets and all that and the gear, that'd be pushing 300.
Well, I think the 212, like the airborne alone, would be its own thing.
Really?
Then do a 212 because the armor is a little bit different too. It has different shoulder pads or shoulder armor.
Well, it depends though. It depends because there's also an arc variant of the airborne trooper. So, like, some of them will have pauldrons, others won't, and the ones that don't wear pauldrons, they have like the actual ammo pouch running across their left shoulder pad. Then they have different rigging systems and different belts. So yeah, it's like literally there's 5 or 6 different versions of the 212 you can do. Again, like you're saying, from the communications backpack to they're like the heavy weapons 212. So.
I mean, I don't remember ever seeing anyone in the 212 ever using a jetpack. I don't remember that.
Well, they did in the Clone Wars, not in the movie.
Okay. But I'm just saying, they could add other things and not include a jetpack to try and cut the cost.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all I see is this army build right here. All I see. Oh my god. All I want for Christmas is that 1/6 scale Republic gunship in the back. That's all I want. Just give me that. Just give me that in my life. I'm just saying. Just give it to me.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey Nate, you want to pull the wheel up and pull a prize before you leave in a little bit?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Let's do the prize wheel
thing.
thing.
Give me 1 second.
Let me see. I think the clone troopers might be in Kenobi as a flashback in the Clone Wars, as in the first drafts of the script of the show, a version of the 212 was hunting Kenobi down. Very interesting. Let me see. Let me cut that off real quick. If I can, there you go. Right. So is that everybody we have so far?
Right.
Let's double check.
Well, yep, that's everybody that's, hit F in the chat. So.
Let's see.
Everyone we got.
Okay, I guess any last minute chat members want to drop in. If you don't see your name, let us know. Let me see. So far we got Noble Young, Adrian. You got Adrian? Put in Adrian. Adrian Gonzalez.
I'm just trying to see if I. Nope.
All right. So I'll start letting you know. You don't have to go through the chat. I got you. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
All right. My next one is Nathan Henderson. If you don't have him.
Yeah, folks. If you've already hit F, don't do it again, please.
Don't worry. I got the comments here, so I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
With you. Yeah.
So real quick, I think the funniest military movie is Tropic Thunder. I love that.
Yes.
Let me see. There's J Rex Entertainment. If you don't got him.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, we?
Wait, what do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
That movie's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I don't think they can get away if nowadays.
I need my I need my jelly beans. My jelly beans. The bird stole my jelly beans.
Yeah, they try to cancel Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Just recently, they tried to cancel him for that movie. But that was like about a year ago.
Right,
so they tried to do it. Yeah.
It's ridiculous how people try to cancel stuff he did like years ago. No one's perfect.
Yeah, but no one is smart enough to realize the whole point of why he did that.
Exactly.
And there's an actual joke. It basically said Hollywood's so stuck up they won't. Basically they won't. That's the essential whole joke of the movie.
Yeah.
That's why he did that.
Yeah, I think we got everybody. These were the last minute folks coming in for the F in the chats. We have Punisher.
Star Child. Is Star Child there?
If he's not there, drop him in. There you go. So we got Star Child. All right. And then after this, we'll announce the winner for here. We'll choose the winner, and then we'll announce the winner through Sean Donnelly's Scout Trooper 1/6 scale from the original Sideshow Scout Trooper.
Yep, from the 1K Survivor page giveaway.
Yeah, so I'll remove the clone Collector Zone code real quick, and I'll put it right back up once we're done with the giveaways.
Okay, hold on 1 second. And,
here we go.
Give me 1 second. Message.
Okay, so is Crossbow in? Bear with us, everyone. I just wanted
Speaking
to
of
make sure
crossbows.
yeah. What's up?
Did you guys see
Okay.
Hawkeye's a new episode of Hot Ones?
What's up with you and the Hot Ones?
So
I
here
love
we
it.
go,
I love
folks.
it.
All right, we're gonna shuffle the names. All right, so we have 34 entrants, and here we go. Penavison.
Oh my God, Penny! Penny won! Oh my God, Penny! Where are you? You won something. Oh my God.
Come on up.
Come on up. Claim your prize, Penny. Claim your freaking prize, Penny. God, Penny. Shoot.
All right. All right. And we definitely know Penny is a subbed and a subscriber to us, so.
Oh my god! There we go. There's Petty. Petty. Oh god! Just add another trooper to his freaking collection. Because I know he has like 2 Codys. So use that head sculpt on that Shadow Trooper model kit.
Exactly. Yeah. So just reach out to either me or Nate with your info. Again, either me on Instagram or Facebook, the DonPrime. Instagram, DonPrime. Facebook, Six Sales Survival Guide. Geeking out. You know where I am. So just hit me up and I'll get this shipped out to you.
A correction. 3 Codys. 3 Codys. Now I know why that freaking Cody ended up.
I need one, man. Sell me one. Sell me one.
Well, I mean, if he's doing that, he could modify this into a shadow clone.
Shadow clone? Yeah.
Yep.
So, Sean, do you want us to announce the winner for the Scout Trooper?
Yeah, we can do that. That's a good time.
Okay. Do you want to have the honor to say who it is?
Sure. I don't think he's on though.
Yeah.
But,
well, we'll let him know in the
right.
messenger on Facebook.
So for the Sideshow 1/6 scale Scout Trooper winner is Mr. Ryan Tam.
Ryan Tam, yes.
Ryan Tam.
So if you're watching on Facebook, Ryan, you were the winner of the 1/6 scale Sideshow Scout Trooper. And I do have that original one as well. I love the fact that I was able to pick that up. At the time, it was going for like $400. I was able to pick that up for about $250 at the time. So it was someone that was selling his Boba Fett and his Scout Trooper, and from Sideshow. And I just wanted the Sideshow base for Boba Fett. That's the only thing I wanted. But then he had the Scout Trooper, for cheap, and I was like, I'll pick that up. That comes with a sniper rifle. I'm like, yeah, this is Sideshow exclusive sniper rifle. I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up too. So,
do you have it nearby you, Sean? The box?
No, I actually already have it packed up.
Oh man, wait, jumping the gun. That's good.
Well, I was going to ship it off to someone before, either Nate or Don. I was going to send it to them first, but then we decided to announce it during the stream. So I figured, just wait. So
the collector.
Wow,
that's
the collector.
You? Nice.
Wow, look at that. The collector won. What was his post? Can you remember?
I don't. What I did was I just basically pulled everyone's name, and that was member of the group, and put them in an Excel file, and then did the whole random sequence where it gave a number, and then whoever was the lowest won. And it's like the first 3 people's names that came up, they didn't even have a post, and it's like the others just had made a post within like 24 hours. And so Ryan Tam was actually the 4th name that was randomized, but I mean, he had a lot of posts on there. So, so that's how he won. So the first person didn't even have a post. And
wow. So the collector, congratulations, the collector.
Hey, give me a second. I got somebody at my door.
So the collector, when you get the chance, talk with Sean.
Why aren't you answering the door with that on?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, answer the door with it on, dude. What are you doing? If you can wear it for this, why don't you wear it? Just answer your door. Oh, now he's going to mute it.
Yeah, he's ghosting us.
That would have been awesome if he entered the door. I'm Uncle Julio.
With the scope down.
Yo, that would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, I have answered the door with my shirt off and the Gundam hat before. Like just getting some pizza. That was I remember that.
What was the reaction? It's like nothing or her.
Well, she was very what's the word for let me see. She was like trying not to look at my abs and just look at me. So I was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? You doing good? Yeah. I didn't know who it was. I just came over with my shirt off and my my Gundam hat. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, pizza. Thank you."
That's
Yeah, because she was like just look at the pizza, and like she was trying to talk as he delivering the pizza, like this is so and so, It was funny. It was funny.
Don scared.
Don's scared. I'm sure she's seen worse.
Yeah. I can only
Answer the
imagine.
door with all the lights off. Answer the door off with all the lights off and helping out. Oh my God, bruh. Single songwriter is hilarious. Thank you, Sean, for the donation on the giveaway. Yo, Sean, again, thank you for that. I did like that came out of nowhere too. Him wanting to give away one of his figures. I was like, wow, look at that.
What's funny is I didn't even realize I had it. So when I bought my house in 2017, and I had ordered it on eBay, and when I was loading up the trailer, it got delivered, and I just grabbed it, put it on top of the boxes, and it sat in my garage for like a couple years. And then I was going through my garage a few months ago, and that's when I found it. So, but other people have reached out. They're like, you could sell that for like $500, right? I'm like, I don't think so. But
yeah,
like, why are you giving it away? It's like,
yeah.
But it's like, I'm kind of like, why are you guys telling me, like, why would you give it away? Why can't I give it away?
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. That's cool.
It's
Thank
like,
you again. We appreciate.
I'm not using it. I forgot about it. So, but I'll probably do another giveaway too. I have a Bespin Leia, or not Bespin, Bosch Leia from Return of the Jedi. I have that one also. So probably what I'm going to do, I've been contemplating this, is maybe make a list of, okay, you guys have to choose, tell me who my favorite clone commander is, like make a list, and whoever gets the most right, like I'll make up like a list of weird questions, and whoever answers them all or gets close to answering them correctly will get it. And if there's a tiebreaker,
almost like a trivia hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like who's my favorite ARC trooper? Who's my favorite trooper? Which, everybody knows is 5s now because I already told everyone tonight. But, do something like that, and where I'll just keep it with Star Wars since Leia's from Star Wars. And then whoever gets it right, if it's only one person, if there's a tiebreaker, then I'll figure something else out. I'll figure out all the details before I post it. But yeah, I'll do another giveaway for Leia.
No,
hey,
that's
Sean,
good.
Important question for today. Have you had your fill of crayons yet?
Seriously?
Come
That's like
on,
a stupid
man.
question, dude. Of course I have. Man,
All right. Nice.
Man, amateurs.
Ha 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 ha. Again, that's a military joke. Some will get it. Some will be like, "What the hell am I talking about?"
So Cigars Bacon, does Monica have any updates for Friday? As of right now, what Monica told me about this Friday will be the released Angelina Jolie and a second figure coming out with that. Supposedly it's going to be a 2-pack, but last time Monica did say it was supposed to be a 2-pack with Sylvie and Loki, but ended up being 2 figures coming out at the same time. So I'm guessing this Friday will be the Angelina Jolie's Athena and Icarus. Those are pretty much the only 2 figures you're probably going to get from Eternals.
Well, did you see those Sideshow? They put out something today. They did a tease on the Shang-Chi figures from Hottoys. I've never seen them do something like that early before.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was in depth, and again, I don't know if those were just taken from when like Sideshow Con and they've just been waiting on it, or that's new with the updated prototypes. So
yeah. Well, hey guys, another question I want to bring up. So Sean, because you're like, you always reminded me about the freaking army building of 501st on the freaking messenger. What drives you just to keep going buying 501st?
Oh, I'm done, dude.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done.
done.
For now.
Well, this is the way I figure it is. For most of the clones and everything, it's pretty easy for Hot Toys because they already have the mold now. With the new ratcheted joints that are coming out, they already have the base figure for underneath all the clothing and armor good. So it's a matter of time between, like doing the 104th, eventually doing the 212th. But no, it's like, if you think about it, like how we talked about camaraderie and everything,
Yeah.
like the Battle of Umbara for Clone Wars, how it like discussed everything, like how all the clones were. I mean, that's real life in a way. That's how it is. And Captain Rex was there not bashing the general because, he has to be that. He allows everyone to gripe to him, but he doesn't gripe down to all the other clones. But like 501st is just awesome to be in. It's just like I've collected a lot of them, but it's like I didn't go through Sideshow for all of them because I just like watched out for deals, and when I saw something good, it's like I went after it.
No, I got you. Because like, where are you at? Like at 12 right now?
Yeah.
12, 501st. Damn. Yeah, you're already beating me. I was at 8. So
That's crazy. 12.
But no, it's just like, sometimes like some of them will be loose. Somebody selling like a loose one. I think I got a loose one.
Yeah.
It was like a 24-hour bid, and I ended up getting it for like $90.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there was no helmet. So all I had to do was from the deluxe just grab one of the other helmets I had and put it on, and I'm good.
That's the benefit of having those helmets.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So I have a set of 3D print armor coming myself. I just got the basic set, so I didn't have it. I didn't get the helmet because I've already got, I've got a spare 501st. I got the Phase 1 501st, and then I've got another 332nd, and I got another 212th. So like I've already got the body and the undersuit all done. So I'm just, I'll just have to paint and prep it. So again, I don't know if I'm gonna make like a shiny, if I'm gonna make a vet, or if I'm gonna make like a Phase 2 212th sergeant or lieutenant, because I've already got the burnt pumpkin orange paint ready to go.
So guys, I want to ask this as well, especially the shinies. With the shinies, do you want a complete clean shiny clone trooper, or you want some battle damage to it, the weathering?
We got a lot of weathering so far.
It depends. Is it Phase 1 or Phase 2?
I would say
that
just
makes a difference.
I think for Phase 1, completely shiny, and then Phase 2,
completely
just like
shiny.
a couple dings and dangs on there. Just little scratches, but nothing major on the Phase 2 version.
You got super chat there, Nate.
Super chat, yes.
Uh-oh.
Ryan Pun. I'm itching to buy. You guys pick a hot toy for me to buy off Sideshow.
We'll give suggestions, but it's ultimately up to you.
Yeah, what are you into more? Marvel, Star Wars, DC?
Yeah.
Ryan,
also,
you got to give us some ground rules.
Also, Ryan, make sure you got this code as well. Geeking Out for Vets for Collector Zone. If you want to drop another figure today as well. How long is this code going for?
So 5 days from today. So
5 days from
Thursday,
5 days
Friday,
including
Saturday,
today.
Monday,
So I think
Tuesday. So it should be Tuesday.
Yeah, about
Tuesday,
that. So basically,
Tuesday
if you want to get something, make sure you get it by Monday. No later than, just to be safe. And again, don't forget Collector Zone. He's doing a Toys for Tots drive. So again, if you're thinking about doing any donations or anything like that, look at what he's doing. You get your donation done. You help him out. In the area, get some toys to kids who need it, and everybody wins. So.
You say he's into everything, so that's gonna be a tough one.
I'll definitely use the code Awesomeness.
Nice.
See, John is saying, Nate, the Nightmare Batman outfit upgrade is now available. Well, where is it? Where is it available? Which is it multiple sites? Because I know I need.
Was it like the Daft Toys one?
Yeah, the Daft Toys one. I didn't pre-order it from. I missed my chance to pre-order from Once This Outfitters, so I'm trying to figure that out. As of right now.
This is a good one. I think this is a good one. Deathwatch Mando.
Deathwatch Mando. Purchase him. Nice. Ryan
Rex,
Pun.
if you don't have Rex,
Well, that's what Penny's throwing up as his, recommendation.
Okay, he's throwing up Death Watch Mando. That's a good figure. Death Watch Mando. Honestly, if I had the points or I had a coupon, I would drop another 501st to build that army up. But if you Comic Sanctum has it up, okay, so I'll pretty much go pick that up there because Comic Sanctum is like TW's third party. So I'm gonna go over there and pick up one at least. Get it pre-ordered because I need to have that in my collection. The proper Nightmare Batman leather jacket. Yeah, I need another leather trench coat. Army build Death Watch Mandos to get the whole Night Owl battalion. Here's the thing though with that, like the only way I'll army build it is if I get the other Death Watch Mandos with that. The ones that were with Bo-Katan.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need to get more than 2 Death Watch Mandos. If I already
Well,
have
I'll
Heavy
just say this.
Mando and
Let's just say if the rumors are true and multiple sources have confirmed this, there's going to be a scene in season 3 of Mando where there's going to be no less than 75 different Mandalorians on screen.
Dang.
so it's gonna
75 Mandos.
do you think that it's gonna be to the point where it's gonna be like Hottoys is gonna make a house party protocol, but for Mandalorians?
I mean, ultimately, I think that's their excuse for them to lease everything. Mandalorians, Super Commandos, basically anything, especially with Season 7 for Clone Wars. That's their golden ticket. So, if they can establish reasons why, like obviously the armor, just again from her helmet, she's a Mandalorian. Then, if you have the Super Commandos, and then you could, again, even from Rebels, you have the actual Mandalorian Stormtrooper kits, where it's still Beskar, but it's all painted white with the red markings. So I think we could even see those guys again. Mm-hmm. Because if they're all going to take Mandalore, they could basically say, screw it, we'll all align, beat the Empire, and, we'll fight each other. At least we're fighting each other on our own planet. I think ultimately that's going to be the backstory. It's better to fight against themselves after the Empire's gone rather than to have nothing.
So I have a quick question. So I didn't finish Clone Wars. So I know for a fact they have those Maul Mando people with the spikes on the helmet.
Yes.
So in the Clone Wars, I didn't get to that point yet. Are they all dead? Did they all like?
No. Supposedly, the rumor is that the Mandalorian the mother, what's her name in the Mandalorian show? The armor, the armor,
okay.
Because of the horns on her helmet, it seems to be that she may have been part of may have been part of Maul's gang during that time, the Maul Mandos. So there's supposedly they probably did survive, and we'd probably be able to see them pop up in the new Mandalorian show because in season 3, because now we got official Mandalore the Great has returned, but because of the sword at this point, so now they got to figure out who becomes the next Mandalore, who becomes the next leader of the Mandalorians because of the Darksaber.
Yeah, they look cool from what I see in the cartoon. That the art style for their helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Look
and they
good.
were red and black.
Yeah,
were their primary colors.
So if I was gonna army build Death Watch Mandalorians, those will be the ones I would army build. I would get probably 4 of those, and plus Gar Saxon. And
I just had a thought.
Light them up with your Clone Wars Maul.
Yeah. So I mean, I just had a thought, but obviously we've seen the trailers for Book of Boba, but what if Boba, even still trying to reestablish this criminal empire, he ends up being the one that's secretly like funding and arming the remaining Mandalorians to go against the Empire?
You talking about Boba Fett?
Yeah. Because again, if he's already trying to reestablish the crime network, he'll have a network, and then he could get whatever he needs, for Mandalore. Because again, what if? And again, goes back to Django. Django himself potentially, aside from the sword, has a legal claim to the throne of Mandalore. On actual hereditary right. So it's one of those things like again, he does it in the name of his father, or in honor of his father, because he wants to save his people. That's what his father would have done. So that's, I think there might be some aspect of that as well. You know, the criminal with a heart of gold or something like that.
Now I could definitely see that. Ryan Pun, another figure you might want to try and get because since you get everything, Captain America. If you haven't picked them up, this is by far one of my favorites as of right now, as also as being the Endgame legacy character here, Captain Frickin' America from Endgame. It comes with the Mjolnir shield, Mjolnir, and the light. I think it comes with the lightning effects with this one. I think, or no, you get the lightning effects from Thor. You can bring him over here. That'd be pretty cool. Let me see. I'm still trying to pay this one off, but and then who else do we have that he can get to?
If you didn't get Rex, I'll say get Rex. If you didn't get Rex,
yeah, Rex. Yeah, if you haven't gotten Rex yet, you can pick up Rex.
Or the Coruscant Guard, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm amazed it's still in stock at this point, considering the low production number.
Mm-hmm.
Because the 501st will be in stock for a long time. Coruscant Guard, again, like I said, I thought this thing would have been sold out 2 months ago. So.
Let me see. Oh, Sinister is coming into the house today. How you doing? What are we saying tonight? Well, we're trying to figure out for Ryan what his next purchase will be. Grab Cap. Is Rex awesome? I have Cody, but never seen.
Yes. Do you see all the accessories and stuff he comes with?
Yo, bruh. I have Cody, but never seen Clone Wars. Yo, Rex, bruh. Rex is the Anakin's, best buddy clone trooper to, what Kenobi is to Cody. So pretty much Kenobi's boy is Cody, and Anakin's boy is freaking Rex.
I actually like Rex more than Cody. Just the way he looks. I'm sorry, just the helmet, the way the helmet looks and everything.
How dare you? How dare you?
I like Rex.
I like Rex more than Cody too.
See, in that pose where he has the guns like
I like
this.
Rex more than Cody.
Look at that pose right there.
Better remember, Cody sold out. He tried to kill Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yo, Ryan,
grab loyalty.
Captain Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true though. Like, I gotta give it to Rex though. He literally tried his best not to be controlled by the Order 66 kill switch. Like, he literally was like. But Cody was like, fire, we're ready.
He was quick.
Like, what? Wait. Oh, so they're the bad guys now? Okay. Fire! No one can survive that fall, sir.
No.
After he fired that shot, do you ever wonder if Cody was thinking, like, I shouldn't have given him that lightsaber back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because he just handed it to him, then he took off, and
it's like, it's like whenever you act before you actually get the official confirmation that you should go ahead and do it, and you're like, oops, I kind of acted without, without being told to. So.
Yeah. Also, there was a fan art that showed that Cody felt, like he regretted his decision and betraying his friend, and father figure in a way, because these they were. They all fought together in the Clone Wars together, and Kenobi and Anakin. They were among the closest to their clone commanders. A lot of Jedis were not involved with their clone commanders or captains. Kenobi and Anakin were the exceptional few. I know that Kit Fisto was more involved with his commanders. Yoda, he was very he felt very protective about his troops until Kiadi Mundi as well.
They were scared of him, like you were saying.
That's right.
They got the order and they're like, yeah, we need to get him to the bridge. We need to get him to a choke point.
Exactly. Commander Picard was like, yo, chill, y'all chill. We gotta get him to the bridge first, and that was like an hour after. Like, no, wait. Get him to the bridge, and then we wipe him. Because at the bridge, it's attack from both fronts. That's the perfect situation. Because Kiani Mundi, he was on that level. like to the point where like he could have survived. He could have survived and wiped out a whole bunch of clone troopers with by doing it. But unfortunately, that never happened because they got him to the bridge. So he was getting hit by battle droids from one side and clone troopers from another. That was a perfect opportunity right there. Bakar like knew what he was doing. Like, yo, y'all chill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but yeah,
Plo Koon got taken down from behind,
Yeah.
But here's the thing,
Yeah, but we never saw that Plo Koon died.
That's what I was just gonna say. Here's the thing, I know people are saying, "Oh, it's gonna be Mace or whatever." Realistically, the one that we don't have any confirmation on either way is Plo Koon. He, is the most reasonable out of those Jedi from the Clone Wars to come back out of the main, Jedi Council cast. So
Y'all trigger me now.
No. Cody kept on trying to find Kenobi because he knew he survived that fall. He got his like at the end when Kenobi was like listening to Cody and the others, the clone trooper was like, "There's no way he could have survived that fall." And Cody was like, "Hail to the knob! You haven't found that body yet. He's still out there."
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, though. Kenobi taught, Cody to be a good soldier. Anakin taught Rex to be, more open-minded versus Kenobi. Kenobi taught Cody to be a good soldier. That's why Kenobi was always like, good man, that Cody, following his orders. Anakin, he was always breaking the rules. That's why Rex was able to, resist the whole Order 66 because he was raised to be more open-minded in these situations.
Well, and to kick it back to Veterans Day, whatever. Anakin and Rex, they were more into what's called asymmetrical warfare. Basically, like guerrilla-style tactics, small kill team tactics, small unit maneuvering, and basically any tactics that you would think they would use, again, you do the complete opposite. It's like I said, you use your weakness as advantages, just like Sun Tzu, the Art of War. Again, your small element, okay, you use that to your advantage. So, yeah.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Hopefully we get freaking Ahsoka soon, man. Ahsoka and Anakin.
And Maul.
I doubt it. Yeah, Maul. I'm debating. See, I already have a Maul, and I may pick up the original Maul. So I don't know if I want to get the clone Maul.
So, hey guys, I'm looking to head out in a few minutes, but because OT for the HT. But I'm gonna have you guys continue the discussion. If you guys want to share pages or talk about share your info about what's going on for future events or projects you guys got working, please share with the community here. Don, of course, you got the keys to the kingdom. Exactly. Rockzilla, thank you for coming in, and Sean, thank you for coming in and giving away a 1/6 Scout Trooper and looking to give away more stuff in the future. I appreciate that. The whole this is just crazy how quickly things progress throughout this entire year. Like we were just at 1,000 subscribers and just no Facebook at all. Members. Now we are at 1,000.1 members, I think, or 1,000. We're pushing 1,000.
No,
right
we're almost at 1.2 now.
1.2 members on the Facebook group 6 Survival Guide, and we're doing either that. We're almost at 2K with geeking out. So I'm like, wow! After 1 year, like literally, like we hit the 1,000 subscribers in January or at the end of December of last year, and then beginning of January, that's when I gave away the Mandalorian pre-Beskar version, the OG Mando. I gave that away, and currently that figure was pushing $500, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give that away. Like, so
that was when you hit 1,000 subscribers?
Yeah. At the time, it was selling for 500. So pretty much we do it for you, the people.
I was thinking about doing the same thing too, because when I hit 1,000, I still have in package the 3-0 Guts Berserker armor, and that's going like $500 right now, $500-$600. So I'm thinking about saving that for whenever I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to head out. Pretty much go for work, and continue what you guys are doing. Have fun. Enjoy the comments, and enjoy sharing with the community. About to head out. Yes. Hashtag thank you, vets.
And
Yes.
thank you for coming with us on this journey tonight. We still got some more to go. So Nate, stay safe and make that money.
Not make that money. Yeah, I got to catch up with
money.
Sean with that 12 freaking 501st he got going.
I know.
Hey, I challenged you, to the whole thing on, who could collect more the fastest.
No. I gotta surrender. I gotta surrender like freaking Goblin. I surrender.
I surrender. Oops. And, yeah.
We'll
so.
see if the 501st can last for another year. Then I probably will take up that challenge. I think it's gonna happen. I think the Rexes and the 501st are so many pre-orders for them. Like it's gonna be wild at that point. So I think we see another year before they sell out. I'll see the 501st regular edition selling out because not many batches for those. But the deluxe editions, people went after those like no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, guys, yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Give the boys the opportunity to share the stories or talk about figures and whatnot.
Talk more figures.
Talk more figures.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
more
continue.
figures.
Yeah.
V or Lou, if you guys are around, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
I'm
guys
actually
want to
gonna
pop
start
in and you're
sending-
watching.
I'm actually gonna buy. I'm actually gonna send the links out to Lou, B, and whoever else wants to join in. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Nate bought 5 more 501st, but they are for me. Oh my God, Jetta K.
There you go.
Also, Sean,
For me.
you're open to share. What you wanted to share with the community. So
All right, cool.
you
Yep.
can go
Thanks,
ahead. No problem. Take care, guys.
All
And
right,
may the
see you,
weapon be
Nate.
with you.
Have a
Always.
good one, man.
All right. All right,
Now-
folks. Okay, so while we're
Party
waiting
time,
for
party
any other
time.
potential people to come in, yeah. Hey, Sean. So why don't you explain a little bit about who you are, what you're doing, and the project you're working on?
Okay. My name is Sean Dolly. I stand 6'2", have brown hair, brown eyes, broad shoulders.
You
big-
say
Whoa,
your
whoa,
Tinder.
hey,
You say
hey,
Tinder
hey,
profile.
I'm a veteran. If I'm working on me, you said what I'm working on. I'm working on me, dude.
All right.
Okay, professionally
So-
then, not personally.
So professionally, I'm not going to go into what my what I do for
34-inch
work.
waist.
I wish I only had I wish I had a 42 waist. That'd be
That's
awesome.
34.
Okay. Yeah, that too. Anyways,
Nice.
no, I mean I'm just a collector. But currently right now working on my home, trying to change my display cabinets around and change things up. My basement's a little torn apart, but I can show you what I have working on right now. Hold on here.
Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Don't drop that yellow cake.
Yellow cake.
Okay, nice.
Was that custom built, or you got that? You just put it together from like
So
IKEA?
those are each section is 2 Billy bookcases I attach to each other to add the extra depth.
Okay.
Now you're gonna put
Nice.
like a glass front on them, or you're just gonna leave them open like that?
No, I have glass doors,
Yeah. See, that's good.
and then those right there.
And of course, that's the Jazzy Inc. Falcon cockpit, right?
It is.
Nice.
So, but I have a lot of room that I'm working with right now.
That's good.
Damn. Is that the pram?
No, that's just something somebody got me. It's just like a stuffed animal connected
Okay,
to it.
gotcha.
And then here's my ceiling. But my ceiling, I got the idea from a bridge that I was underneath in Vermont. And I went with that.
If you don't mind me asking, what state are you in?
I'm in Utah.
Oh wow! Oh, I heard good things about Utah. Is it true that it's illegal to I don't know if I should say this. It's illegal to have sex outside of missionary style over there. That's what I that's what I
Yeah, like
heard.
seriously. Oh yeah, in Utah, we have to grab like a sheet, and we can't look at someone in the opposite sex. We put the sheet on, and we just hope things work out. Yeah, and like the stork brings the babies, and
Yeah.
and every home
Well, I
when
mean,
you buy
isn't
a
it?
home, you get a dog.
No, but isn't it state law that like there can't, or I don't know if it's state law or if it's specific to like Salt Lake City, like the alcohol specifically, like the beer can't be more than like 4%, or there's some
Yeah, it's
weird
like
like alcohol.
it's some weird thing. So I don't.
It's beautiful.
Um,
Utah's beautiful.
It is. I mean, it's a dry state, but it's. I mean, you can't ever figure out what the weather is. One day it'll be we'll hit 80s, and then the next day we'll be in our 30s. I mean, one summer in July when I was a kid, it snowed.
Hmm.
It's just Utah weather is weird,
The weather outside is weather.
but yeah. So that's dude, that's just so weird. Like the missionary thing, really.
I'm trying to make you feel a little more comfortable.
Well, I mean, if that's true, okay, then I'm with the amount of misdemeanors I apparently have racked up. I should be a felon. But anyways, it's no, there's just. I mean, I like it here. I mean, my kids are here. There's other places I want to live though, but I'm here for my kids.
That's
Love
good.
them. So, yeah.
So if you had your choice, where would you live? What state?
Lake Tahoe, Nevada.
Ah,
So, like, I think Lake Tahoe, California is beautiful, but I don't want to live there. So, I like looking at both sides of Lake Tahoe, but out of everywhere where I've been in the whole world, like Lake Tahoe, I think is the most beautiful place.
Blackbird. Dehumidifier is good for that. Because Blackbird's asking, what do you guys keep your wait? What do you guys do to keep your collection protected, Sean, from humidity?
I have a humidifier.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I have dehumidifiers up in my office, and I've got one in my weapons safe.
Yeah, same
So-
here. Dehumidifier and no sunlight.
so it's like
Yeah, as you can tell, I'll just do that. I have thermal curtains. Hold on, let me try to go larger. Yeah, I have thermal curtains, which insulate it, and they also keep out the UV rays. $15. So definitely worth it. That's something specifically for sunlight and the UV rays. Again, depending on where you live, you might need a humidifier or you might need a dehumidifier. Again, not every, and again that. Like, I potentially could get away without having a dehumidifier because I have central air, I have, central heat, like everything's climate controlled. But I still, back myself up and get the dehumidifier just in case,
Well, I'm not lucky enough to have the central heat or AC. I live in a condo, so I have same thing as you, a dehumidifier. And I try to make sure the temperature doesn't drop. The lowest it'll go is maybe like 65-ish. And then the highest I try to keep is like 70, 71.
Gotcha.
So the question about my dogs, they're right here. I have one on the side of me right now. She's just laying here. What's weird is like the whole flaking out everything that everyone on this channel keeps talking about with like pleather and stuff here in Utah. I don't have that issue with like my collectibles or anything at all. I bought an item secondhand and I received it and it was flaking.
Yes.
I've had that, but something that I've bought, I've never had any flaking.
Same here. Not knock on wood, but I haven't seen any flaking either on my figures.
So single songwriter, the UFOs. I saw more weird stuff when I was stationed in California in the sky than I have Utah. So I don't know. But so the other thing I'm working on my second book. Also, I was first published in 2017,
Mm.
and then so I'm working on my second book now. So when I started my first book, it was just a trying to get my kids to go to sleep, to like go take a nap, to give me a break. And so they're like, "Oh, tell us a story, tell us a story." And like when I was a little kid, and this is kind of like almost like Predator, where I snuck out. I was probably 5 years old, and I snuck out because I heard some neighbor kids playing in the backyard. And the place where I'm living, if I go right up the stairs, there's the back door right there. And my mom was a sound sleeper, so I knew I could just go out at 5 years old. And we were out there in the back, and we like all of a sudden this weird guy came walking around from a house where no one's supposed to be at, and like this motion sensor light picked up and came on. And then the guy just like turned and looked at us, and like his eyes glowed, and then he turned around and walked away. And it was just really weird. And this is like before Predator even came out. So I'm sure it was probably some type of reflection of something, and he was wearing glasses. I don't know. It was dark and I was 5. But I told my kids about it. They're like, "Tell us that story again." It's like, you just literally told the story that's it. They're like, "Okay, well, make something up about it." So I made something up about it. And they're like, "Okay, wow, Dad, that was really awesome. You should write it down." So I started writing it down, and then I kept going. So like that little story time nap story I created ended up being like turned into a short story. And then eventually, made it into my first book. So I know like
Nice.
where it's going to end, but I have to write all the details from where I left off in the first book. So the way I figure it out with like notes that I've made and everything, it's probably going to be 6 or 7 books in the end.
So what genre would you say it falls under?
Science fiction.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is the first book, the Roglin. So let me see if I can get it without.
Yeah, put it higher above the screen.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's no peace without war.
Nice.
So,
That's cool, man.
but my target audience is like 7th and 8th graders, so junior high level, just to make it an easy read, not to make it a major long book. So this is how thin it is, or how thick it is, which it's not that thick. Because when I was writing it, I started looking up, and most people around between the ages of 11 and 25 lose interest in a book around 150 pages. So I figured, okay, I would just rather, instead of writing something really long, just make, different books for it to keep people's interest. So I've had some like friend reviews, but not like a lot of major reviews online about it. But
Nice.
so, yeah, it was never my thought to write like a book like that, to do a science fiction, but
Cool. I mean, you opportunities present themselves at times when you're not expecting them. So you just gotta grab it and run with it, right?
yeah. So,
And it's true, man. You never know what you could do till you actually try it. So I give you props for that, man. Like, you actually try to make a book. Not a lot of people could say they did that.
thank you. And I'm already having people private messaging me. Is that how you afford your collection? No, I haven't made any money off that book.
That's like a hobby. That's your hobby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't made any money off my book at all.
But it's cool. You could say you actually got a book published. I don't have that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're published, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
definitely.
If you ever need a commercial for that book, I will be more than happy to voice it for you.
Yeah.
you want to voice my book.
Yeah, if you ever need a commercial for your book.
Oh, it'd be like the Audible. You can
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
Audible
I'll do the
route.
audible for you. Yeah, I'll read it for you. I'll do the audible for you.
So
You can just pay me in clone troopers.
Troopers.
Yeah.
Clone Troopers and Mandos,
There you go.
definitely.
Yeah. But
So, if you mind me asking,
So I mean,
you, so
what do
what,
you? Oh, sorry.
go ahead, Don. I'm sorry, go ahead, Don.
I was gonna say. So I mean, what are you gonna essentially write the 6-7 books, and then when it's done, try and get all of them put together? Like
no,
as an
I'm gonna
anthology?
do them individually. So I'm just gonna do when I feel like the next part of the book, like my second book is good enough, then I'll push for that to get published and then go for the third book and just go from there just because I don't want to give away too much for the other books, but where it ends is kind of, I guess I have a demented mind because it's kind of really messed up where it's going to end. But
We
it's
all
not
do.
like
We all
what
do.
anybody would think.
Nice, nice. As P Rock drinks his screw of 40, what's that? An 80?
Look at the
80
size
ounce
of it.
topper.
It's like 3 beers in there, 3 double IPAs.
Ah, damn.
So
Not as bad as you, Don, for that last stream where you had the Popeye face.
Ah,
yeah, you were pretty pale on that one.
Yeah. Don was like, I'm gonna go over here. It was good, man. It was funny.
exactly. How would you
Good
pick
times.
Exactly.
So Sean, were you always like a Star Wars fan, or what got you into Star Wars? As a kid, or as you got older you started collecting Star Wars, or?
So when I was a kid, the first time seeing A New Hope, it was like never seeing like anything like that. It was really cool. I think I was either 3 or 4 when I first saw Star Wars. But it came out before I was born. But it was just a really good movie, and it's like anytime like I went somewhere. So my mom, like as a single mom, did what she could. Didn't have a lot of money. We didn't even own a VCR.
Yeah, same here.
And for those of you that don't know, like the thing before Blu-ray and DVD players, there was a thing called VCRs. And
Wait, hold on. Before VCRs, we had the TVs with the pliers for antennas to get your channels and everything.
yeah, we had that.
Yep.
Oh, you can't forget Betamax though.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Betamax VHS 4.
And so yeah, like seeing it, like anytime somebody said, "Oh, what do you want to watch?" and they had like Star Wars, it's like I want to watch Star Wars. And I think I was in kindergarten when I saw Empire Strikes Back. We ended up finishing it. I mean, I know it's not a movie that'll ever be played now in schools, but it was awesome to be in kindergarten and watch Empire Strikes Back. So we all go running out after watching it, and we're all like, "Oh, I want to be Vader. Let me cut your hand off." While it was snowing outside in the wintertime.
That was a classic. Luke, I am your father. No! I remember that scene. I reacted to that scene with my friends a lot of times.
Yeah. But now, ever since I was a little kid, I was a huge Star Wars fan. Growing up, I loved G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Transformers.
Yep.
But
Transformers.
so it's funny though, is how I got into collecting like 1/6 though, is I got home from work one night and Netflix had Star Wars: The Clone Wars on it. I was like, I'm going to watch all of them, and get to the part where it shows Commander Wolf's Phase 2 helmet. I was just like, wow, that's awesome. I wanted like a figure like that. I'm thinking like a 3.75 or 3 3/4 inch. And I'm going on eBay. I'm like, who pays this amount of money for like a 4-inch figure? I'm like, oh wait, 1/6? What is 1/6? I'm like, it's like, is it really a foot tall? And like, oh, it is. And started looking into it. And it's like So the first thing I ever got was actually the 212 Airborne Trooper
Sideshow.
from Sideshow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I started collecting in 2015. So the second one I got was Commander Wolf, and then the third one was Phase 1 Captain Rex. And then that's what started me on this.
Very
You
good,
never
very
turn
good.
back. So that's good. There's a question here. Someone, where was it? Someone wants to ask us what's. Oh, there it goes. From Dirk Wright. What are your top 3 war movies?
Hold
So-
on.
I would say
Looking.
when I think of war movies, I don't think just military like current times, but war movies wise, I'll say Starship Troopers is one of them. Like I said, I like Jarhead, and then another one I'm trying to think war movies. Well, I think about that one. You guys have any other ones that you have 3, like your top 3?
Oh, I'm gonna I like Heartbreak Ridge. Like I talked about it, you know how it's not right, whatever. I still like Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood.
Gunny Highway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna say Patton. You know, it's an older movie from the '70s and it's a long movie, but again, you have to watch Patton. So.
Sean?
Apocalypse Now is a good movie. I don't necessarily I would call that specifically a war movie. I think that's more like of a psychological thriller set in the presence of war.
My third one would be Independence Day. That one scene where the president says, "Today we celebrate our independence." I love
Yeah,
that
yep.
scene, man. That gets me so hyped. Like
Exactly.
I used to
Today,
hear that before the gym. Before I go to the
Yeah.
gym, I used to hear that.
yep, we'll be fighting for when the 4th of July will be no longer an American holiday. But we recognize this day the earth stood up and said in one voice, "We will not go quietly into the night."
And it's
Like,
crazy.
yeah,
Like as much as that's crazy, I still, before I die, as crazy as it sounds, I still want to see something like that where aliens do show up. Something needs to show up. Like it's either aliens or Godzilla. Something has to show up.
Oh yeah,
before
aliens
I
or
die.
Godzilla. Yeah, that's
There we go.
yeah, that's really hedging your bets there. Aliens or Godzilla. It's either one or the
I
other.
want to see one of those before I die. I want to see one. So, Sean, what would be your top 3?
So one is going to surprise everyone. Tears of the Sun
Never heard of it.
with Bruce Willis
Yeah,
and
when
Monica
he's playing the
Bellucci.
seal in Africa.
Yeah. You know how he has to choose between moral and ethical values versus following orders, and he chooses his morals. I actually really like that movie. The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
That's a good
Even though it's highly historically inaccurate.
it's still good.
Oh, I know.
You know, I mean, technically, Independence Day and Starship Troopers hasn't happened either, so that's not historically accurate.
Oh, I know. I'm just.
I know.
I said
I know,
they
I
went
know.
fast and loose with the Revolutionary time, especially in like the South Carolina, South areas.
My
So.
favorite one, Glory.
Uh,
one. All right.
So that's my favorite war movie is Glory.
it's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah. That's a good one.
But like my favorite overall movies, Aliens, 1986.
Dude,
Nice.
that
Now,
scene.
normal version or special edition?
I don't care. It's Aliens, 1986. Either way.
Dude, that
You
scene
know.
where they're like the motion tractors, the sound of the motion tractor, then you hear dee 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 dee, and you're
Exactly.
like, where are they? Where are they?
No, I think the best one, and again, it's in the special edition, is they actually show the sentry guns, you know, the auto tracking machine guns.
Yeah.
And so they do the. I would want to get something like that if they did a 2.0 with the figures. I want them to come. You know, basically, it's the Aliens version of the E-Web cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I definitely need to have that.
I still had the
So,
Did you say Ewok cannon or E-Web?
no,
cannon?
E-Web cannon.
Okay.
I thought her Ewok too.
Yeah, I was just like, when did the
Oh,
Ewoks
did I
get a
just pull?
cannon?
Oh God, did I just pull a Loco Lu moment? And I won't be like, look, hey, if I said it and I slipped, I slipped. Oh well. Now,
At
now
least,
everyone's
you're
gonna
admitting it. You're not gonna
Yeah.
saying, "I know what I said."
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know what I say half the time. So, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Aliens is probably one of the best sequels ever.
It is. It is. The action scenes in that movie, man. Oh man, I would love James Cameron if he can do a Predator movie. I would love to see that.
You know, James Cameron actually was going to set to do an R-rated Spider-Man movie in the early 90s.
I didn't know that.
You can read the script, or at least the plot line and summary online.
That's different because you wouldn't think Spider-Man would be R-rated.
I mean, that was the plan, though, in the 90s. And this was before Marvel sold off all the rights to different franchises, different movie houses before they went bankrupt. But yeah, I mean, oh God, I think it had something to do originally with like Canon Films, and like there was weird things where like money from one of the Superman movies that was being filmed was being like funneled to another project. I think it was the He-Man movie. And then ultimately, like, the He-Man movie started to kill it, and it was revived, like, in another aspect, like another company bought them for the line, the name. And, I mean, ultimately, yeah, they just crashed and burned. But there were plans for Cameron to do an R-rated Spider-Man movie.
We have Rebel Scum saying, greetings from Peru. What do you guys think of Rogue One?
Rogue One's probably, I mean, outside the original trilogy, it's my favorite. I mean,
Sean?
it's
Just
literally,
Vader.
it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
So,
I like how it showed the whole, basically the rebellion's not all about being right and wrong. When Andor shot the guy in the back so he could escape, and so he couldn't talk, and then the whole Vader scene.
Yes. That scene was awesome.
and it's
Me-
just like, I can't climb, I can't. Boof, boof, boof.
Someone take it. Take it.
Well, I mean, honestly though, if like that guy's supposed to be a spy, he's bitching a lot for a spy, you know. I can't climb because of my arm. I will never make it in time. Well, drop the weight. You got to drop the dead weight.
Me being as a person who works IT, I love the fact that they actually physically had an old school hard drive. So when they pulled out the design of the Death Star, they physically pulled out an actual hard drive, not
Like a
solid
portable
state.
drive.
Yeah, they when I saw that, I was like, yes, that's really a hard drive.
Star Wars version of a zip drive.
Yeah. But Rogue One was awesome. I like Rogue One. I can't wait for the show. The Andor.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
series.
Andor. And again, we're supposed to get more variants of the Shore Troopers
That's right.
because
that's right.
again, there's been already taken pictures of it. So it's like the grunt from Mandalorian, not the squad leader, because the coloring is different. So imagine just the normal grunt that you've seen. Now the one from Andor, the colors in the torso bars are different. He has a different colored undersuit on, and he's rocking an E11, like the normal blaster, but it's the pistol version. So it's like a snub-nosed blaster. So I'm thinking he might be like a Shore Trooper commander, or a Legion commander, or something of that aspect, because they're not going to do a whole new special gun that's never been seen in canon outside of 2 books and 1 video game, unless they're trying to establish that he's like someone who's in charge. So, what's going on, Collecta?
I don't know. I actually appreciated though with Andor, his pistol, how they made it as out of AR-15 parts,
Mm-hmm.
and then it can convert into a rifle. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool how they did that.
Exactly. I
kind
saw
of-
that, and I'm like, yeah. Why is it just like the receivers with none of the housing and furniture?
So I think it was really creative how they were able to make that happen. Kinda
Well,
like
yeah. I
in
mean, but the
Lone
thing is that,
Commandos.
like, for weapons, especially for Star Wars, I think half of what you see, they're like, the Death Watch Mandalorians. You know what their carbine looks like, right?
Yeah.
It looks suspiciously like someone in the production company opened up a trailer and found about 100, old Super Nintendo Super Scope 6 guns. Because if you look at the dimensions, it literally looks like it's a modified, NES gun that you would use on video games. So
That movie actually had my favorite character too. I forget, I can't pronounce his name in the show or in the movie, but Donnie Yen's character, the guy with the staff, the blind guy.
Sharut.
yeah, Sherwood Emway.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him.
Well, he might be back.
I'm hoping, man.
Andor.
I'm hoping. He was cool. Like, he always thought he had the Force.
Well, I mean, he was part of the Guardian of the Wills. Now, and if you know the original story of the original draft of Star Wars, the Wills. Oh, and again, even if you watch the Clone Wars, Yoda has met the actual race of the Wills. They're the Wills are the ones that taught Qui-Gon how to become a Force ghost, but he didn't finish the training, so that's why he can only communicate. He can't be seen. That's when he tells Yoda to go start and finish his training. That's who Yoda gets trained by, is the Wills. So,
Do you think we'll ever get a Yoda movie? I want it. Just have his
honestly, no.
background.
Honestly, no, because part of the issue, I guess, is when Disney bought Star Wars. And again, at this point, Star Wars is like, yeah, we're not going to listen to anything. But Lucas specifically wanted to make Yoda's backstory unknown. It was his intention. Yoda will never get a backstory. Yoda will never get an origin story. Yoda will always be a mystery. So, like, Grogu is kind of like version 2 of that, but it's going to feed into that culture, that nuance of Yoda, but at the same time it's going to create new stories, and it doesn't go against Lucas's wishes, because Filoni is essentially the disciple of Lucas. And if anyone's going to get the okay to do something, it's going to be Filoni. So,
See, I just want to know more about Yoda's race. That's what I'd love to know. Because like, you barely see that race in the Star Wars. There's only been Yoda.
There's 2 confirmed. Besides Grogu, it's Yoda and Yaddle.
Yeah, exactly.
So now everyone thinks, oh, Jedi can't have kids, they can't get married. That's actually inaccurate, because depending if there was like a population situation, again, if to keep the species alive, to perpetuate the species, the Jedi Council would have let Yoda and Yaddle, mate and have an offspring, absolutely. So I think it's Yoda and Yaddle's kid, for the simple fact there's nobody else in established lore in the time frame that you can count and look to for an alternate situation. And thank you, Arum. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what I thought was hilarious was all the when Grogu first started appearing in Mandalorian, everybody was making those memes about Yoda. After he fell Palpatine, fighting Palpatine, he's like, exile, I will go. And they're doing the whole, no child support for Grogu, I provide.
No child support.
Run on it before paperwork filed.
I didn't see that.
It's just kind of like hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing for a little bit at like all the different ones that were coming up. The ones where they're making fun of, oh yeah, Yoda's not like a grandmaster anymore. He doesn't have a paycheck coming in, so now he's going to go to Dagobah to avoid Office of Recovery Services.
And again, thank you, Arum.
Yeah.
So, Dirk, you got a decent question.
What was the most memorable experience?
TDY, temporary duty.
Yeah. Mine's wasn't memorable. It was more of an experience that still haunts me to this day. When I was stationed in Kuwait. Kuwait's a very, very... I know. But unfortunately, I couldn't leave a base. But anyways, Kuwait is a very hot and humid place because it's close by. It's one of the few places close to water. And my experience was basically, they had steak night. They had steak and lobster one night, and I knew it was iffy. But I still ate it because you barely got to eat steak while you're in the desert. I ate the steak and shrimps or lobster. It was all good. On the way back to my tent, I got that sharp pain in my stomach. And the bubbles, like the sharp pains in my stomach. So I had to use the bathroom. unfortunately, there was no bathrooms nearby, and I couldn't walk that far, so I had to use a porta potty. The middle of the day, 150-degree weather. I walk in the porta potty, and that thing stunk like I never smelled. I never smelled anything that bad, but I couldn't hold it. It was either shit myself or shit in the porta potty. So eventually, I had to do the hover action where I don't make contact with the seat.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, we
All right,
don't need
anyways.
to play by play. Yeah, anyway, okay, thanks.
But anyways, it was so hot, and I was holding myself up by the walls to not make contact, where I had to actually strip naked in order to use the bathroom, and I was sweating my ass off that whole time. That was my most memorable moment. It's not a good moment, but it's a moment that I will never forget. To this day, I cannot use porta potties.
Ah.
Okay, so not TDY, but Porta John's story since we went there.
Oh God, just be clear.
I'm sitting in there doing what I'm supposed to do, and I hear the next one, door open, slam shut. You know, I can tell that they did what they needed to sit down, and then I hear this ruffling noise, and then the bag open of like Dorito chips. And I can hear them munching, and I'm just
That's
like,
nasty.
it's like, there is no way that you are eating chips while you're in there right now.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
And then I can hear,
That's nasty.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm gonna be that guy. I was at designated marksman school at Little Rock Air Force Base, and this is January, and it's clear day, not a cloud in the sky, and I'm on the qualification range, and I'm not having the best of days, and then all of a sudden like a freak blizzard just comes out of nowhere, and like has to cancel the entire range. So. And the thing is, because the weather was so bad and they had to cancel the range, all the qualification scores were terminated for that day. So it's like, and then the next time we went, I did fine. So yeah, thanks Snowstorm for helping me out.
Single Star Wars said Jedi hover.
Our room, thank you, brother. Another one.
I have Grogu for you. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's for I can't even say that. My lips are dry. That was funny. The chips in the porta potty.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I like eating Doritos, but I have to think about that every time now.
Because the porta potties were so hot, and you stand there, and you can feel the coat on you. I'm sorry, Don. It's just
no, cigars. Yeah, I know.
You feel the coat on you when you're in the porta potty.
And then when you have the unfortunate duty of escorting third country TCNs in their trucks, and then you literally have to do and you literally go in and have to search their cabs. Yep. So. Yeah, sometimes night vision is great. Other times you see things you wish you'd never seen before and since.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I never observed any goat stories. So,
same here.
Dude, I went out and did missions, for security working with psyops and civil affairs. One of the things with like civil affairs is meeting like the Bedouin population that just generally stays within the area, and just trying to establish whatever, and it's just you see things and you're like, how is this? No, it's like still 3,000 years in the past. So yeah. All right, so what else we got going on, dude? Yep. So
another thing from the desert, it's kind of crazy. Is like I have never seen so many videos of people getting beheaded.
No, let's not go there, man.
Yeah,
we're not gonna go there.
That was crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, let's try to keep it upbeat. We don't need any.
No Debbie Downers.
Exactly. No Buzz Killingtons.
So, Sean, you do only Star Wars?
Hot Toys? I am. So I've limited my Star Wars collection though, like. Because if you like start trying to collect everything, it seems like a second job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so yeah, it's just like so for Star Wars, I've limited to 3 categories: Clone Wars, The Mandalorian, and Empire Strikes Back. So, and just because Empire Strikes Back's my favorite Star Wars movie, because trying to collect everything in Star Wars is just it's a headache.
It is.
But for DC line, I'm just Batman, and like you know, not every character around Batman, but um, just the ones that I like. And then for Marvel, the only thing I'm really collecting is Iron Man stuff. That's really it. Just like, but my collection there is like almost complete. I think I need, other than stuff that I have on pre-order, I only have 5 things that I'm not even in a hurry to collect or get. So
Yeah, I'm the same
yeah,
thing. Like I do mostly Star Wars. I recently dabbed into Marvel, but I'm sticking to Spider-Man only. And for DC, just Batman. I have the Batman, the Tumbler, and the Pod pre-ordered.
yeah, you're gonna
I
get
kind
that
of want to
Queen
get Two
Studios.
Face. I do
Catwoman.
want to get that. I do want to get that next because I want to
Which
pose
one? The
Batman.
1/6 or the
The 1/6,
1/3?
the 1/6 to go with the Tumbler and Batman. I love the 1/3, but it
Yeah.
won't fit my collection, so I'm gonna have to go
I'm
with
gonna be honest.
1/6.
If you're gonna get the 1/3 Selena Kyle on the Batpod, you can say screw it and spend the money and get the quarter scale War Tank.
Yeah,
You know, the full exclusive version, so you can have the tank and your War Machine as separate statue displays. So, but I mean, let me ask you a question though. Compared to figures, are statues almost getting to a point where they're becoming more of like flex pieces, as considering some of the prices and exclusivity of some of these figures? It's almost like they're becoming a status symbol more than. I mean, and I don't mean this negative to anybody who's collecting statues, but it just for me, statues are too static in the sense you get it and you can never change that look. You know, you can never modify it, you can never adjust it. I mean, even still, because of the weight and size, it's literally once it's in that area, you can't move it without moving other furniture and doing design work. So,
yeah.
yeah, I had for a while I was getting out of the Hot Toys range and doing Prime One statues from the Arkham line, and I only have 3 Prime 1 statues left. But we had a TV down here in the basement, and we didn't have one on the main floor at the time when we were watching TV down here. My oldest daughter wouldn't come down here and stay and watch TV with us. And one time, my youngest is like, "Yeah, she doesn't like to go down there because the way your Prime 1 statues are, your big statues, it bugs her. She doesn't like it. She's scared of them." And she's like, "No, Dad, that's not true, or whatever." I'm like, "Okay." And then the next time we go down there, we're sitting on the couch. And she's like, I'm watching her slowly go like this and looking at the statues. And I could tell she was like scared of them. I had the light set up towards the bottom part where they were on top of a display case, and the light coming up and the shadow casting behind it, looked really cool. And I thought it looked awesome, but it was really bothering her. So just like, okay, they just started packing stuff up and selling them just because of that.
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like, my daughter was afraid to go to, 1/3 of our house. But with Prime 1, though, it's like you can interchange parts and everything to where you can switch them out for most of the statues anyways and make it look like a completely different statue almost. The main body stance will stay the same, but you can switch out arms, hands.
Even head sculpts, right?
Yep. Like the Deathstroke from Arkham. That one, you have the helmeted version. You have the what they call the portrait, which is regular face, head sculpt. You could switch out the arms to make them in different ways where it's either holding his baton or the sword. The exclusive version was holding Batman's cowl. You could switch it up that way where the hands position and everything, and then you have like the Robin, where that was like three different head sculpts because you had the regular mask version, the unmasked version, and then you have the version where his face is clawed, and then you could change where where he was holding his baton, either like this or just straight out, and you could either have it closed or extended out. So Prime One does like a lot of cool ways to make more of just their statues in just one way, but it's expensive to do the whole Prime One thing and try and go out of your way to collect all of it.
Yeah, the way I feel with statues is like I want to get statues, but I want to make sure they're from characters I can't get from Hot Toy size from 6 scales. Because currently, like I said, there's 3 statues I have in mind. I have one pre-ordered. It's the Godzilla bust, the Last Ronin Ninja Turtle statue, and the Vampirella 1/3 scale.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I was gonna look into statues, again, I just look more swords into the quarter scale Hot Toys or the quarter scale figures from other brands. Because if you're spending that money and at that point, some of the higher end statues in a quarter scale, the size is negligible. So at that point, it's almost like what is better for your collection and what's more aesthetically pleasing to you. And again, for me and my collection and what I please more, I'm going to take a figure 100 times out of 100 over a statue. And again, statue is art. Somebody put a lot of time in there. But for me, the downfall with statues are they are static. Again, aside from Prime One or if they have the exclusive parts, you're kind of stuck. That same portrait, that same display style, that same look, and after a while, it can get old. And then if you want to sell the statue, that's a whole nother problem. Is you have to sell the statue now.
You gotta pack it up.
Well, I mean, statue sales are a whole nother beast compared to 1/6 scales. Because, I mean, you thought we're bad when it comes to, QC issues. Statue collectors make us look moderate. So, in terms of dealing with QC and looking for stuff and being anal about the littlest minor detail. So,
We got Babe 13 Jr. asking us, what are you guys most excited about from the Obi-Wan show in terms of Hot Toy figures? Supposedly, I'm not sure you're a male or female, but that person's looking forward to a Vader.
oh, they'll do they might do a Vader like in the back to tank or something like that from the promo art. But yeah, even from today's leak of the sizzle reel from last year's Investor Day, you're gonna get Obi-Wan is fighting Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like it kind of still looks like it's Mustafar. So I don't know if they're going to go into the Veil of the Force and essentially redo the battle again. But this time he's in his Vader uniform, so potentially, he can use his new powers. I don't know.
You, Sean? Looking forward to anything?
So it's kind of hard because there's not a lot of info out yet. I mean, I would just want an Obi-Wan, It's hard to tell with Hot Toys if they're going to go all out into something or not. Just because, like, for example, Marvel's history, I thought they were going to go way crazy with WandaVision or, from Loki or even Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And with those series, they're only doing a couple of figures, but you look at the Mandalorian, so it's kind of hard to tell where they're going to go. But, if they could do an Obi-Wan and an Anakin, I would be happy with those two. But if we start seeing weird trooper things that look awesome and they don't produce them, just like everyone else, I'm going to be mad. Because it's a missed opportunity. So hopefully they don't take any misses and they either go straight at it, but until we see like a lot more, I'm just guessing on just Anakin and Obi-Wan for now.
Now, do you think for Obi-Wan specifically, the show, we might actually see live-action Inquisitors? And if we do see Inquisitors, do you think they might also potentially double brand that not only for Kenobi, but possibly under video game series for Fallen Order? Thus, then we also get a Cal Kestis.
So, I need to admit something. I've never played Fallen Order. So, but I don't know. It's just too hard to really determine that stuff. You know, it's perfect example, 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. But I think hopefully they'll get like a lot.
Cigar and Bacon says, can we speak of the Henry Cavill Captain Britain announcement today? You guys hear about that?
Well, no, I'm
Is
not
Captain
right
Britain
now.
from Excalibur? Is that from Excalibur? Cigar, is that from the Marvel Excalibur? Captain Britain?
No, this is like MCU Captain Britain, like not Peggy Carter, like the actual MCU live-action version.
Yeah, but there was wasn't from the Marvel comics. So that group Excalibur, their main hero, I think, wasn't that Captain Britain?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of look. Yeah, that's yeah.
Let me look that up real quick. Cigar, if you could confirm that.
Yeah, Inquisitors are going to be in the show. The director confirmed it. She just didn't call them Inquisitors out by names, but she specifically said Jedi Hunters who work for Vader. Who else could that be? So
Captain Britain is from Excalibur. I remember that. Yep.
Oh, hey Penny, don't forget to contact me so we can get you your prize to you as well.
So Cigar, did they announce like a Captain Britain movie only, or is it gonna be Excalibur? That'll be a cool Hot Toys character right there.
They already have the head sculpt.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Roger.
Exactly. See, that's one thing though. If they ever did, like when they do the B1s, they should almost do it like the RoboCop feature, where you have the little remote where you can actually make it talk, like the little Roger or the voice clips. I don't normally say we should have those gimmicks and stuff in Hot Toys, but like a B1, like whenever you think of a B1, what's the first thing you think of? Roger. So,
what is everyone's like most anticipated item they're waiting on?
For me, it's the Basco Ultimate Godzilla. Is what I'm waiting for.
You mean oh, so sorry.
I'm sorry, and the Blitzway Voltron.
For me, I mean, as far as the stuff I don't physically have yet, probably my Venom. But I changed the payment on that, so hopefully I'll be shipping out next week now. So.
Yeah.
But I don't want there to be a situation where it's on payment plan, but they actually, they misallotted their inventory, so I don't have one.
What about you, Sean?
Yeah, that would be bad. Ahsoka.
I need Ahsoka and Luke. I mean, not Luke. Anakin to release her because I already have a display in mind for my 501st with Ahsoka, with Luke, Captain Rex. I don't have Cody yet. I hope I can find Cody, but I have a display in mind.
Or you can buy Vaughn and just do a repaint of it yourself.
Nah, no.
I know.
I'm not Luke.
But here's the thing too, especially for the Ahsoka show. We're getting another Darth Vader. Well, I don't know if we're getting necessarily a full Darth Vader, but if they do anything like from the concept art, especially the original plan from The Force Awakens was to have Anakin come back, and it's literally at one point he's a split Force ghost, half as Vader, half as Anakin, and at different points he transitions between like full Anakin and full Darth Vader as a Force ghost. So I think they're seriously going to do something like that for the Ahsoka show, and we're definitely going to get a figure. we're gonna be getting multiple Anakins or Darth Vaders. One thing is, I would probably think if we get a Vader from Obi-Wan, it's gonna have a damaged Hayden head sculpt, kind of like from Return of the Jedi, in the quarter scale figure.
Now, is the Ahsoka series, is that supposed to, the timeline, is that
After Rebels.
The Mandalorian or after Rebels?
No, well, okay,
Both.
did you see Rebels, right? You saw the very last scene of Rebels, which takes place, like, literally when Mandalorian is starting 5 years after Return of the Jedi. That scene literally corresponds to when Mandalorian is taking place.
So that, the very last scene, that's 5 years after
About
Return of the Jedi?
that, yeah. When it's her and Sabine, and they're going into her like her spaceship. And if you also noticed how she was wearing the hood,
Yeah.
like the hoodie, it's the same one that Hot Toys is given with you for the Clone Wars figure, but it's also the same one she wore at the end of Rebels. So there's that continuity establishing. Just through clothes, but it's, time period wise, it matches up. Thanks, Israel.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What were you guys talking about?
What's up?
I had to mute myself. What were you guys talking about at the end?
Oh, no, I'm just talking about, like,
timeline.
the timeline and how things actually potentially are really lining up based on the last scene in Rebels with Ahsoka.
I haven't watched Rebels yet. I gotta finish.
Dude, I mean,
Clone Wars.
So you have no idea who Kanan Jarrus is.
So
You have
again,
no idea
Blue
who
Skin?
Harrison Dula is. You don't know who Chopper is.
Nope. Well, Chopper that's the big ape-looking guy.
No, Chopper's a droid.
Oh no, so yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Chopper's literally like, you know that one person that's like they're cool, but they love to be an a-hole.
Like the guy from Rogue One, the android from Rogue One, the robot from Rogue One.
Well, K2, no, but like, okay, no, like actually be like an a-hole. That's Chopper.
All right.
But he also was. They've also set up that he's got PTSD from the Clone Wars. No, because he survived an A-wing crash as a droid. So they actually set that up and like. Now, did you watch Bad Batch?
No. I want to
Damn,
finish Clone
dude.
Wars. I know. I'm time wise. I'm in the last season of Clone Wars. Once I do Clone Wars, I'm gonna do Rebels, and then from there Bad Batch.
Yeah, because again, at this point, even if you watch Bad Batch, you're gonna have to know who that character is and how important she is. So if you go in that to watch Bad Batch first before Rebels, it's kind of gonna get lost on you, the impact and significance won't be there. So.
Yeah, I think I'm in the last season of Clone Wars, so before the year's over, I'll be done with that.
Yeah, P-Rock, this might be true.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. He's like,
Wow.
yeah, he's like that vicious droid. He's like, I'm glad he's on my side. Don't piss him off.
He's like the droid from Knights of the Old Republic, right? The video game. Did you play that?
Oh, you're talking about like the HK assassin?
Yeah,
hello,
he-
meatbag.
Meatbag, yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah.
kinda. Actually, yeah. Except like he talks a good game. Chopper does it.
When I play that game, every time he says that meatbag, I always have me laughing. I was like,
Exactly.
motherfucker, meatbag.
See, I'm gonna be honest. That like, especially for the Mandalorian episode with Ahsoka when they're fighting the battle droids. First, you know who those droids are from, right?
Mm.
They're Thrawn's droids from the Seventh
Okay.
Fleet because they have the marking designations on the side of the helmets. So
So you know we're gonna get a Thrawn with the Ahsoka show. We're gonna get a Thrawn.
yeah, we're getting Thrawn. Now the only thing is, are they going to go hardcore EU, or are they going to bring in the Empire of the Hand? Because in the books, Palpatine sent Thrawn to basically work with the Chiss Ascendancy, and they created a subservient empire called the Empire of the Hand, which was basically the empire in the outer regions. And the Empire of the Hand, they merged both Imperial and Chiss technology. With the understanding, though, Palpatine, again, it was part of his grand plan to fight the Yuzong Vong. And again, in the books, the Chiss had already experienced and had limited knowledge of the Yuzong Vong. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't know if you know, Disney removed Rogue Squadron from production schedule.
I heard about that.
So, I mean, I heard rumors they might be doing an Old Republic movie or not, but I'm going to say, now's the time, especially with Favreau and Filoni in charge, do the Vong. Because there are actual pictures and sketches you can see. Filoni had plans to bring the Vong in to like season 6 or season 7 of Clone Wars. He was going to do a Vong Scout warriors and a Vong Scout ship. And you can find those online. So, I mean, I don't know, and I really don't think it's going to happen, but come on, if you're going to do the Vong, now's the time. There's a power vacuum. And the fact that a lot of Kennedy's projects are being terminated or, you know, severely suspended in terms of time frame. So
do you think they suspended because of the Wonder Woman movie, the way it got received?
both because
director.
of the poor performance of the Wonder Woman movie and the fact that anything recently that Kathleen Kennedy is in charge of is turning into an absolute disaster for Disney, both in PR purposes and overall money expenditures versus potential profit that to be made. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has been in charge of Lucasfilm for how long? Disney bought Star Wars in 2012. They just started, like, Star Wars just became profitable for Disney last year. They literally had an 8-year period where they could not make the initial investment back. That is how bad Star Wars has been mismanaged, you know, prior to Filoni and Favreau coming on. Like, Kennedy, she has amply destroyed the brand. She has destroyed the franchise, and the money and the numbers prove it. Again, most profitable franchise in the world, and it takes them 8 years to recover all their assets that they spent. And yet, how many movies did they make? How many theme park sub attractions have they made? They're opening up, you know, the Star Wars Hotel, and again, theirs just started to become profitable last year. So
there's so many like fan base people who just write up these general stories on their own time for Star Wars. You know, it's like some of them, when they post them like on Facebook or wherever, they're actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's not material out there to be found to make something good from Star Wars.
But there's stuff there like for Darth Revan. I would love a movie that had Darth Revan in it, or even the backstory of Darth Revan. He's like one of the most popular Sith characters. And the fact that they don't have him in film, that's crazy.
That's weird. That character.
Star Wars fans love Darth Revan.
well, hey, speaking of Darth Revan, I think that's one of our we have a Darth Revan Hasbro Black Series that would be part of a prize pack for the 2K giveaway, in addition to a Darth Nihilus and maybe a Shadow Scout Stormtrooper from the games, and a Legend Heir to the Empire Luke, and a Heir to the Empire Crimson Guard. Again, all among other prizes for the 2K giveaway. In addition to 2 1/6 scale figures, one being Exo 6 Commander Data, and Nate's mysterious to be yet named figure. But again, do the research. We've already told you what it is. You got to just do the hunting and pecking and find it.
So let's change a little bit. What do you guys think about the Moon Knight for Disney Plus?
I'm gonna be honest.
You don't know anything about the character?
Yeah. No, I
What
mean,
you've seen so
I
far.
mean,
I
I'll
like
peruse it.
Oscar
I mean,
Isaac.
it's gonna, yeah.
Do you think Hottoys would make something from that if the show is popular?
I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, but prior to, seeing the concept art, I had no idea who he was for a character, what his uniform was. I mean, from what I'm seeing, his uniform almost looks, I don't want to say generic, it just looks somewhat easy to make.
It was like a mummy from the pictures I've seen so far.
Yeah.
That's the guy that was in Dune and played Poe Dameron.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaacs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ex Machina.
He's the one that's going to be Moon Knight.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, he actually talked crack about doing Star Wars. He specifically said he'd never do another project with Disney. or Star Wars unless he needed another house. You know, a year later, he's back with Disney working on Moon Knight. So.
You know, they probably would. They would probably just make 2.
Yeah, that
Just 'cause it's
Moon Knight and the
Marvel.
villain, whoever the villain is, or maybe a
Yeah.
psychic character they have in the show.
You know, they'll probably just at least make 2, and that's probably what their contract is. Hot Toys with Marvel and Disney is to at least make 2, because that's what it seems their pattern is 2 or 3 from the shows.
Yeah, you gotta have a pair. You can't just have like that's why I'm not the Flash that's coming out soon. They gotta have another figure to go with them. You can't just have that CW Flash by himself.
They should have done Arrow first.
That's what I said to people, and they were like, "No, Flash is more popular." I'm like, "Arrow is what put the CW shows on the map."
I think Arrow is a lot more popular than the Flash, but that's my opinion.
No, I agree with you.
So,
It should have been Arrow. Oh, I love the Felicity character too. That would have been cool.
yeah. You know, have like the hood and then do the arrow and then the green arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my God, what's his, the one that was in the red arrow suit? I can't remember his name.
I'm trying to remember his name too.
I don't know.
I can't
They could have
remember.
made like so many characters from it, and it's probably the time that is now like past for that.
Yeah, because season's over.
Yeah.
Even a Diggle, I would have taken a Diggle.
The Spartan gear on and everything. That would be good.
Yeah, Signal's already mentioned Shazam. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Shazam figure when Part 2 comes out because they've hinted.
No,
Hot
I
Toys
don't think
hinted.
that.
You don't
No,
think so?
no.
Didn't they hint like
Because-
a little image?
No, they did. Hot Toys announced that they've expanded their DC license. Guess what was not on that that announcement?
Shazam.
Shazam was specifically not included on it.
Damn.
But like the Batman was.
Yeah.
Like all the new DC programs coming up,
Black
that
Adam.
was on there, except for that. So no, I mean Shazam is like, I hate to say it, Shazam is probably even nicher than some of the Star Wars characters. So I mean, and again, we're not the main market for Hot Toys. Main market for Hot Toys is Asia. So again, if Shazam that pulls nothing in Asia, Hot Toys is not going to make it, because again, they can't just rely on the American market when we are the minimal market to them, as weird as it may sound.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll get
definitely
Black
Black
Adam.
Yeah, we'll get Black Adam, and hopefully
I mean-
Dr. Fate.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully.
well, Dr. Fate is Pierce Brosnan, so that might be a super expensive license to get
I'm
for
hopeful, man.
likeness rights.
I've always liked the design of Dr. Fate, like the way that character looks. I've always liked it in the comics, in the cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you. I think we would get a Black Adam 2-pack with Cavill's Superman in the black suit before we see Shazam. And people because the reason is, The Rock took the role of Black Adam because he and Henry Cavill are friends. They share the same agent. Henry Cavill basically signed on because The Rock wants to fight Superman on screen and kick his ass on screen. And then basically they keep having, like in the comics, fighting friends or whatever and keep the franchise going. So I definitely think that would happen before Shazam.
Yeah, I can see that. It sucks though. I can see it.
Yeah, see? I mean, is there a place that Dwayne Johnson isn't loved? the dude is just like a superhero, like human being, and like he's chill and he's appreciative, and it seems like he's a normal dude.
You know what my favorite movie with him? Standing Tall.
That's
Yep,
with the guy from American Pie, right?
No.
Which one's
No.
that one?
I don't know.
There's a
No.
comedy
That-
one where
Johnny
It's
Knoxville?
the guy that, yeah,
He's in Johnny
The guy
Knoxville's
that-
and Walking Tall.
Yeah, he
What's that
is.
movie?
He plays the deputy to The Rock.
Standing Tall is based on a true story where a veteran gets out of service, goes home, crime's coming up, and ends up running for sheriff and wins. And then he tries to clean up the town that he grew up in.
Yeah,
The
you're
Rundown.
thinking of The Rundown.
The Rundown. Yeah, that's the one.
I love The Rundown. That's a
Me
freaking
too.
awesome movie.
The scene where they eat the
Well,
berries.
when I'm in another man's fridge, I asked him if I can go into his, if I'm in his kitchen, I ask him his fridge, and he's like, "Does that look like the fridge, or does it look like hell?" Yeah.
The Rundown. That was funny.
If you want to, like, here's a screwed up movie. If you like alternate history or just complete mind screw jobs, The Rock. It's got The Rock. It's got Stifler. It's got like literally half the cast of the like early 2000s SNL when it was still good. It's called Southland Tales.
Is that the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar in it?
Is the porn star? That's a psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mind job.
Where like The Rock is like this, like when he gets scared.
Exactly. Yep. And then it's got Kevin Smith as the Marxist and the blimp, and then it's got all the, like the woman from Poltergeist and Bei Ling. Yeah. It's like, and he's like, yeah, I can't do that because pimps don't kill themselves. Yeah, it's a freaking great movie. Oh, John Lovitz is in it too. And the thing is, John Lovitz is actually the most evil character in the movie.
Yep.
Well, and I won't say anything else. Yeah, so. Okay, some people have seen this. I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
See what?
So, in the Rundown where he has the 1911 and he goes like this across his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that. I ripped my shirt apart. I was just like, yeah, I could do that. It's like, first time like I did it, no problem. Second time I did it in front of people, yeah, no. Ripped my shirt apart. I was bleeding.
It's all good, all
Yeah.
good. Yeah, Walking Tall.
But
All right, folks. So we're gonna start closing down. We still got a little bit of time of Veterans Day left, so we're gonna let these two fine gentlemen get a little time in so they can do what they need to. And again, we thank you for joining us. We thank you for the super chats. And again, anything that you've provided for tonight will be donated to Homes for the Troops. Both Nate and I will cover the 30% again on the fees that YouTube takes out. And before we go, Sean, anything you want to speak about? Again, your book or anything like that in general?
So one thing I didn't mention about my book is it takes place, it's veteran centric. So it deals with veterans from after the Civil War. Basically, they come back. A lot of people don't realize it, but a lot of Irish people were held as slaves. Basically, almost everyone in Ireland was. And basically, after Civil War, these veterans are trying to still do their part. They decide to start going and trying to free Irish slaves and bring them to America. And because it goes into science fiction, they basically come on, they're getting followed, they're getting attacked, and then they're basically saved by an island. And then I'll just let it go from there. But, it's a lot of people that have told me they like the storyline and everything. So, if anyone decides to buy it and they want me to sign it, I'll sign it.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I got on it. But, everyone that's out there that's a veteran, thank you for your service. So
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate what everyone does. The collecting community's tight, so we got to keep it tight. Be true to yourself and everybody else. Make good choices. And that's all I got to say.
All right, cool.
Well,
Buy
so
more
awesome.
clones. Get more
Buy more clones.
clones.
Exactly. P-Rock, you brother?
Nothing much. I got tomorrow off, so hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna hunker down and at least get 2 or 3 reviews done. I'm in the talks. I want to do a special stream for my channel, something that's gonna be like either bi-weekly or monthly.
Gotcha.
I'm in talks of 2 individuals who I'm gonna have on there. So I don't want to say anything yet until I confirm that they're gonna be on there. And once I can confirm that, I'll have some thumbnails ready and I'll get the information out. But other than that, you guys are gonna see me here, man, with the Geeking Out Boys.
Exactly. I mean, he kind of wandered in like a lost puppy. You know, we can't get rid of him now. He's grown.
That's messed up.
Come on, bro. That's Veterans Day. You know I can't.
No,
I
I
can't
know.
leave without doing a little bit. Yeah. And again, folks. So again, we have awarded 2 prizes tonight. Again, Sean generously donated the 6-scale Sideshow Scout Trooper. Again, Ryan Tam, you are the winner. We'll figure out how that's gonna work out, you know, tomorrow or whenever. And Penavison, again, you have won the Bandai 1/6 scale Shadow Stormtrooper kit. Again, hit me up with your info and I'll get that out as soon as I can. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We see your comments. That fuels a lot of what we're potentially going to talk about. And again, don't forget, we also have the 6-scale survival guide on Facebook. Making me log into Facebook. I'm sorry. Yeah, or
No,
Instagram.
Petty said, you making me log into Facebook?
Or Instagram, okay? I'm on the DonPrime on Instagram, so whatever. But yeah, again, thank you everyone. Check
Thanks,
out our
Jackie.
different platforms. Oh, we appreciate it. And like we said, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in the universe. And may the weapons be with you. Always. All right, again, thanks everyone. Have a good evening. Stay safe.
That's Jackie.
All right, thank you everyone. Bye-bye.